Live. We're doing it
We
live.
live. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let me see.
Almighty Next Gen Johnson.
The almighty Nixon, 720 Johnson. Hey, yo. Ladies and
Thanks for the
gentlemen.
25. Thanks for the 25.
He said thanks for the
Go on,
25.
go on, Z. Start the show. Start the show.
Shut up. Listen, man, listen. And Joker's crazy. Yo, Z, where you been at, Z? Listen, man. I was out there wandering around aimlessly like the new Legend of Shaolin, the white dude that just hitchhiked from town to town
Come
fighting
here.
with his bare fists in hands. That was me for the last
Come
3
here.
days. You know what I mean? As you guys come in, hit the like button. We're going to have I hate to say entertaining show to say today. Now, what the hell happened to my tags? They disappeared on me. Hold on 1 second. I forgot we started. PS5. We're going to talk about, we're going to have a little fun here. This is PS5. So much news that came out since the last time I quote unquote went live, man. So we got a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, The Last of Us gonna get in whatever.
No, hold on, no, we got no. Listen, I know we should. This Wednesday would have been a perfect day to do explaining your mind because I felt like gloating a little bit about these UFOs, man.
Oh, I've been telling people about that. They was like, "Oh, it's fake. It's not." Now all of a sudden, everybody wanna like,
Well, you know,
right.
mm-hmm.
Yo, what's good, people?
Post, what's up, baby?
But you
Post
know
up.
what, Z? It's a
What's
different
good,
story
boss?
because the government confirmed the whole UFO thing. Now all of a sudden, like it's like, well, you didn't have any evidence. I'm like,
What?
yeah, pretty much. They was telling everybody else they didn't have evidence, but now they came out and confirmed it. All of a sudden, it's like, why should I believe you?
Hey, man. Maybe it's not
You
the
good,
contents of my
though,
character. Maybe it's the color of my skin, Borderlands.
You good, though, brother?
Yeah, everything's smooth, man. You know, I've been running the streets for like 3 days straight, man. Like my man, the white dude from New Legend of Shaolin.
I don't really know. You take care of that?
Yo, yeah, everything's smooth, baby. Everything cool. Everything cool.
Okay, no,
Everything smooth.
no. I
Smoother than a
don't really
baby's
know.
bottom.
Oh, yeah. Everything's
Say less,
cool.
then. Say less.
In moderation.
Everything's cool in moderation.
In moderation. Now, Z, how could you question my integrity when you are stealing codes from the chat?
That was the
Why
almighty
you
next to
got like
720
mental
Johnson.
doubt by your fuck, nigga?
Hey, hold on. Hey, what you sound like you underwater, Post? You on your cell
I
phone?
told you sound like you're having
That
a
was
Yeah,
the
I'm on
almighty next
Bluetooth
some
to
right
shit.
now.
you. What?
I'm on Bluetooth right now. I'm on Bluetooth right now. I'm gonna wash
Coming
my
up.
hands and get me twisted.
Oh, you on Bluetooth? You might get
About to
some
say,
stuff.
you sound like Mr. Parker and shit.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's what I thought he was, Parker. Look, as you guys come in, can anybody see the stream but me?
No.
All right, we're gonna do this like this, man. Hold up. Hey, Bang House Production, you want to rock today? Do me a favor, Bang House. Come over to Hold on, I need some help here. I'm gonna get you the link right now, Bang House. I'm gonna send you a link to the
Yo,
Disco.
live?
I'm gonna send you a link to the
Yeah,
Disco.
we live.
Yeah, we live.
On Twitch?
No, on YouTube.
Oh, just show.
I'm gonna send you a link right now, and come to the part where it says General. I'm gonna drag you down. Hold on 1 second, brother. Yeah, but like I said, man, I've been right here running the streets, man, aimlessly. I'm going through a lot. He said the Book of Jobs is on me. The Book of Jobs.
You
Here we go, right here.
don't even understand.
Hey, my life be like a movie. People here, man. I told you, they better support me. You my dog shit streams, bro. Don't wait till I'm going and listen. They give you flowers when you dead, when you sick. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Rafe, I got you today. Ray, actually, no, Rafe, I'm lying. I got you tomorrow. I'm just came back home last night. I've been outside like a homeless dog, straight cat for 3 days out in the field. I'm back today. I got something for you. I'm gonna send it over to you tomorrow, man. Everything. I'm taking all my business tomorrow. Hold on 1 second. Listen, as you
Right
guys
here.
come in, hit the like button. We got SS9 Vegeta, Rafe the Emperor, Nailbat, Going Hard 24/7, Buck that. Giovanna, I can never pronounce that, man. I always fuck that up. Giovanna, Phil Spencer, the Trillers, Venom, Banghouse. We got here Spider-Man XZ, Extreme. Oh, Jesus Christ. Extreme 69, shout out to you, good brother. I ain't gonna say the other part. Spider Silver, shout out to you. Rafiz, Young Boy Gip. We got his Seth, the Cool 1985, JM. Cake Batter, Tip Diamond, Overdone Means. We got here Antoine Trimble, Rossetti. What's up, good brother? New York music. What's going on, man? We gotta get it in. New York, we ain't played together in a minute. My man Seth, my neighbor's car, Twist and Sin. Hold on, as you guys come in, Xbox, what up, baby? As you guys come in, Pumpkin Queen, put it in the chat. Like I said, shout you out while the room is filling up. Oh, hold on 1 second. Jesus Christ, nephew, there, good brother.
Yes, I am here.
All right, can you see the chat? So I can start.
I can.
All right, just take over for me for 1 second, brother. Let me get you sound body now. Holla Monko. Bot like you botting.
What's up, Keezy? What's up, Nevik? Dark Link 999. Hello, Moko. Hey, someone have an echo?
I don't hear echo anymore. Say something.
Something.
I don't hear
Okay, I think it's gone now.
Is that better, right?
Nah, how
Oh
about
God!
no,
Damn, audio engineer.
Yeah, right. Take them.
Bro, the audio engineers have the worst fucking mics.
Dang, my mic. 15.
Oh, don't even try to talk shit right now.
You can't even hear you.
It's my head.
He said,
Oh,
Mo said, kiss my ass. It sounded like he motherfucking got paraplegic.
Sean, right there.
Join us live. PS5 Pro launching the same.
You see that up there?
Hold on. Same day as the PS5. Micro stop releasing numbers and
damn, did Gears 5 do that bad? They stopped releasing numbers? What's going on?
And
Microsoft said, y'all
and the Navy confirms UFOs.
Shit. No, it's stupid. Facts. They was like, I ain't got nothing good to say. We gonna release shit.
Yo, what's good? None of your business. Seth, Buck Dat, Danny Mills.
Yo, the shit's not going in. What's wrong with it?
Epic giving out. I think Epic just bought something and they give it out Batman for free.
And they also gave the Metro Redux shit for free.
All right, hold on, we got here. We got a few of them. Hold on, let me get this in here. We got my man Post in here. Post up.
Do we have to hit something for him first?
All right, hold on 1 second.
We got it.
Let me see. Post up. What else we got? Who else in here? Sean.
Yeah, to shock that thing in there.
We got Showstopper. We got Sean.
Wait, we got Showstopper in the chat?
No, I was just saying him. Yeah, you might hop in if you hop in.
Okay.
Cool. Let me right click, copy, put this company's links inside the I'm checking the Discord now. The Banghouse said he was on Rock Out. You got to come over to General Banghouse. Where's General?
Yeah. Come to General Banghouse so I can at least drag you down.
All right. Let me see.
Is that...
No.
Beat up internet. Dang.
You said who? It's your internet?
Yeah.
What you got some new internet, son?
I had to switch, man. I met me. I'm in the hood where the cable comes.
I'm gonna keep this clip right here.
Yeah. Hey, Post sound
like a mentally
school.
challenged artificial intelligence right now, bro.
Your Post, you sound like a sloth.
Yeah, for real. Let me get rid of this one right here. Hold on 1 second.
Stuart Stokes in the chat.
Like
Did Post get kidnapped by aliens?
It sounds like it's still. But anyway, listen, right? So you know here on my channel, right? I've done several UFO videos, right? This is
Yeah, did Post get kidnapped by aliens? That was Stuart Stokes.
Yeah, I've done several UFO videos. You know what I mean? Here on my channel.
Yeah, the UFOs went to your hood, right?
Yeah, right. And I would basically, I barely to give someone with my belief, because I always say you guys have a belief to be unsure, right? But just outside of me, right? Forget what I'm thinking. When I used to say that every culture, it's fact, every culture here on Earth, whether it's the Japanese culture, the Chinese culture, the Middle Eastern culture, or even here in North America with the different Native American tribes talking about the Star People, talked about their interactions with people, with aliens, with extraterrestrials, means to be from another plane, other than whatever, right? Going back to the rock cave drawings in France, that date back like 15,000 years, right? All drawing these UFOs on the wall, and all in Nevada, you got these giants, and long story. So we've had that. It's been documented according to them, and people used to just how you say try to dismiss it. Well, but this is what I never understood. Like, you have trillions of planets, trillions, and not to get on the whole religious thing. You have trillions of planets. You have all these other planets, and to think that only life evolved here, like that in itself is asinine. You know what I mean? So, if you don't know who Tom DeLonge is, Tom DeLonge is I think it was the lead singer from Blink 182. He supposed to had a UFO abduction, and something happened in Las Vegas. That started with him on his journey, and he founded something called To the Stars Academy, where they have a bunch of retired people from the military, from Congress, and they got their hands on the tic-tac-toe footage.
Hello?
Right? Hello?
Yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, the Bang House Productions is here now.
Okay. They got their hands on what you call this tic-tac-toe footage, and that they showed it all over the news, and was hovering over the water. But it was crazy part. They didn't even show the whole video, because the whole film you can see actual smaller ships coming out of the longer ship, right? Pause. And they didn't show the whole film. So anyway, you had that. You had the pilot go on national TV and said, "Hey, this is what we saw. It's not right. We don't have the technology to do this today." Yeah. So now you have the intrusion over there in Area 51. Now here's my thing about Area 51. I do not believe that they don't have any more of that stuff there. I mean, whatever they may have, cool. But once
that shit's gone now.
Yeah, they have and they have a place in Utah, bunch of other places. I mean, it's too well. I'm not saying they don't have any secret stuff there, but as far as aliens, no, I don't think you're gonna see it there in Area 51. Now you have all these people there ready to storm the gate. So out of nowhere, the government, the Navy came out and confirmed, but they no longer call them UFOs. They call them unidentified area phenomenon. They don't say UFO, unidentified area phenomenon. Say that the footage and the stuff is real. Hey, we don't know what this is. It's not ours. We don't have the technology to quite do this yet. You know what I mean? But you would think that let's say you do have the religious fanatics. You know what I mean? Because they think a lot. He said the study of theology will fall apart, religion will fall apart. Because according to the Brookings report, it said when you go to the moon, this is a fact. You can look at the Brookings report. When you go to the moon and you find artifacts of either past civilization or what's going on now, do not tell, not even America, don't tell the world, because the religious fabric of this culture or this planet will fall apart. This is something that's true, right? Because especially if you look at the paradigm of Christianity, and so we're going to get into the video game stuff, and you're going to say, if Jesus Christ died for my sins, well, what did he die for their sins also? It starts that whole thing, because people think that Jesus Christ, somebody really died on this stick for their sins before they were even born. Now that in itself is another story for another day, but I'm just saying this will start, like I said, the religious fabric of this country, the world will fall apart, especially with Christianity. Well, even all of them, the Old Testament, whether it's Islam, Judaism, and all go by the Old Testament, which is aka the Tanakh, aka the Torah. You know what I mean? Let us create man, the Adam, after our image and after our likeness. So even when I used to do these shows, I'll probably do one next Wednesday. I'm gonna get more in depth. I asked several preachers and pastors, if you believe in the Old Testament, which I don't have a problem with, you have a much older culture that predates the Hebrews by thousands of years. And this was my other issue, is that those stories that are part of the Tanakh, aka part of the Torah, comes from a much older civilization, which were the Sumerians. And that story, let us create man, or the Adam, after our image and after our likeness, came from them. And they didn't subscribe to no guy in the cloud with a thunderbolt, or however you want to say. I mean, those stories came from them. They called him, in the Bible, they called him Adam, and they called him the Adam. Same story. Same of the flood, all these same stories there come from a much older culture, but again, they didn't subscribe to this one, God or Jesus type thing. They had many gods, so actually they called them their lords, right? So you had that. So now today, you have again the government coming out and saying, hey, these videos are stuff available, they're actually real. What are you guys' thoughts here? Why the room is still filling up?
Well, I just want to make this clear. So I know they confirmed those are UFOs, but are they essentially saying, those are straight up aliens, or are they trying to play it off another country? What are they saying?
No, what they did say was this: that we don't have the technology to do that, and we don't know what the hell they are.
They're
So that's basically saying they're aliens.
Yeah, but that's without confirming them. They're saying They're putting it out there where you can go to your own interpretation. They won't say yay or nay, and they'll just leave it at that. That's why they created the term unidentified flying object back in the 50s or 40s or
But I
whatever.
don't know why people argue up and down about that shit. That's basically confirmation.
But you know what? Because it's just the era man to think that, or the self-cognitive man, that we are the top of the food chain. Like we're talking about a civilization that maybe predate us by at least 1 million years. You know what I mean? Like at least maybe more than that. You know what I mean? You know, and for like I said, as far as in the solar system, like, you know, our planet is very young. You know, compared to other planets, other stars. Yeah.
You got to realize, Z, if the government was to come out and acknowledge this, right? Basically, like you said, the religious people, all the pastors, all the churches, the Vatican, everybody, all that the whole theory behind it falls apart. And guess what? You know how much money that loses? You know, there's a lot of people that believe in that stuff like nothing else. And if you shatter their beliefs, right, you're gonna have a lot of crazy people out here that a lot of people, you know, just don't have, they just don't care anymore, and some of them will probably kill themselves. Others will be scared. It will be chaos for a lot of those people.
Oh man, hold on, man. My man AP the shooter. I mean, how do y'all think we got modern flight mechanics? Oh yeah, well listen.
Yeah, no, it's true though.
Yeah, well here's the thing, AP. Because they witnessed some of them, quote unquote, those pyramids, and they thought, you know, I think the Smithsonian thought it was a little bird, but it actually the wing fell off or whatever. But they built the same constructions as little toy boy, and with those dynamics, it was able to fly. Even if you look into some of the hieroglyphs on in those pyramids, you see actual saucers, you see helicopters, you see planes. You know, listen, Neff, in your culture, the Ramadas and stuff, they talk about these kings having these flying vehicles. We're talking about, again, thousands of years before Christianity. Like, this is a fact. You know? This is I said, that's my man can't make sense. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, even in Indian folklore, there was always like this famous tale about land bridge between like India and Thailand or something like that, or Indonesia, I believe. And while we always thought that was fiction, like there's no way man could make that, we found evidence that shit really exists.
Yeah. Yep. But I guess it doesn't. You know, I don't know. What I think is, with my opinion, I'm not gonna give you my opinion, but I think it's kind of spooky again when some of these religions. And I try this not to be disrespectful, because even when we do those shows, right, I get such a backlash, and it got to be, next year you've been shot 5 times in 2 years. It had to be the Lord to say, nigga, what about the Lord ain't got me shot? What if the Lord himself didn't pull the pistol on me, bro? I don't get into none of that spooky shit, man.
The Lord made me take those codes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The Lord made the almighty next year 720 Johnson steal those codes, man. You know, I'm just, you know.
Made him a moderator.
Yeah, it was the Lord that said Almighty Next Gen 720 should be an admin. He should have those codes. You know what I mean? We got something here in the chat. You see him? Hold on, where you at?
Let's see here in chat.
Oh, man, so what's good? Almighty Next Gen 720 Johnson, yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to you, good brother. Let me get this out here, young boy, get AP the shooter, Chris here. But yeah, you know what I mean? This, like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't. I think they should come out and tell everybody. I think they should have been blew the whistle and been said it. You know what I mean? You know, that's why I was got to talking to my uncle. Get mad at me. Shout out to his birthday the other day. Well, actually, I was talking to and I say that religion is a very dangerous thing, because they think that the world is actually 6,000 years old. They think that if it's not in the Bible, that's what's on the
How do people believe that? I don't get.
Because you got the sick. Because again, they think that BC stands before Christ. BC and AD, and actually BC stands for before Common Era, but you know they put the whole religious thing. You know what? Like, or you know what's crazy? Well, listen, we're going to the show at the video game. I promise that as well. When you say to someone, right, even with the story of Adam and Eve, right, you're going to say that they're 6,000 years old, right? But the pyramids predate them. So if Adam and Eve were the first people on Earth, who the hell built the pyramids?
But there's rocks older than like 6,000 years. That doesn't make any sense.
They don't believe that, bro. Those are lies from the devil. Those are lies from the devil, from the Most High, from Lucifer himself. That's when you know shit get a little. They say shit get a little spooky, man. But also, too, like I said, you know, when you believed in something for so long, and then to how should I say, to maybe it's not true. And I'm not even gonna say there's not maybe someone that may put some of this stuff in motion. I'm not gonna say that. But what I would say is something for fact that religions in itself is a man-made constraint. Like that's fact. Man-made religion. Like I told you, like, you know what I mean, during World War II, during, you know, when, you know, they didn't have the technology more like the planes to fly around the world, they had to land on these little islands, and you had a lot of those people that was indigenous to those islands, and when they would land on these islands, the people on those islands began to worship these people they'd never seen a plane before, like gods, and when it was crazy. The Vice has a documentary right now, I find it, I can leave it here. What there was World War II done on some islands when they landed there, right? And the people in the island, when they left there, they left them like little gifts and stuff. And that became a thriving religion on that island, literally. Them praying to these soldiers, these white soldiers, right? That was when our military. And when they went back and tried to tell them, like, hey, we're not gods or this, that, and the other, like, we talking about, believe it, this thing that went on about 3-4 generations. So my kids, listen, and they couldn't fathom that. Like, that's, like I said, man, and stuff. Like, religion is a very, very tricky thing, man. A little spooky thing, man, when it comes to that. But like I said, Wednesday, we're going to get more in depth into, you know, expand your mind. Got my good brother Alex there. Alex, we're going to blame that on the Chinese Jesus, man. We have a little fun in here today, man. We'll see. I'm trying to send this out here to my man. We got Banghouse in here today?
Banghouse was here. I don't know if he got his mic working.
Hold on. Let me get him back in here, man. That nigga's playing that dog shit. Hold on. What happened to him? You got to bring him back down. All right, here we go. Bam, here we go. Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you, brother. Let me give you a roll. All right. Shit. Banghouse. You gotta unmute your mic, your brother. Most likely, like you might be on the phone or something. You gotta unmute your mic. I got you in here. Unmute your mic. I unmuted you. You gotta unmute your own. All right, hold on one second. So, like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like button. We're gonna have an entertaining show today. I know I had I've been out in these trenches too. I haven't done a show in about when last one thing. I think the last show I did was Sunday. Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I think.
Best damn podcast, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the last. Shout out to those that joined. We are doing thanks to Kratos. We're doing he's doing a super duper giveaway. We got the Xbox One X, the PS4 Pro, and the Nintendo Switch. All you have to do is subscribe to each one of the panel members' channel. Hit the like button on the last damn podcast, and leave a comment. Thanks, J Dubs, and you're gonna pick the winner in a month or so. And shout out to you. But anyway, getting right into today's show. Coop man, yeah, that's me. Hey, yo, listen, Coop, man, I was out in them fields, man, with them 30s. I was out in them fields, man. My little cousin got shot up, man. Said if your weight got wetted up, jungle, set it up. Yeah, I was out in the fields, but I'm back, though. Made it back. I went to war, came back. I went to war in Nam, came back. I made it back in one piece, man. All right, we got everything here. We got everything. So anyway, get into today's show. Hold on, we get my man Celine and Cass in here. Hold up, 1 second. Stuart, Ray, young boy, AP. The Ruham, my brother, the Ruham. Hold up. Ruham. It's my bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I really fuck with these jokers a long way, man. Let me get my brother Killer King in here, man. My dudes, man. They be looking for me. I go MIA for a couple of days. What's he at? Y'all seen Z? I'm here, man. I was just out in the streets taking care of a little something, but I'm back, though. Hopefully for good. Keep my black ass in the house. Cool. Still a stroke stray. We got here one more. Guys. Still with Stokes Fonz. Got everybody. I'll get Fonz. All right. But yo, Z, shout out to each and every last one of you in the chat. We're gonna get into today's video. My microphone is unmuted. Hold on. Okay, you gotta talk then. Your microphone. Wait, hold on. Bring it back down. Hold on, Brian. I gave you a role so you can just join the room now, bro. I gave you a role so you can, if you get booted out, you can just come back in on your own, bro. All right, hold on 1 second, man. All right, here we go. All right. All right, Banghouse, you in here. Say something, Banghouse.
Hello?
All right, there you go. What's going on, good brother? You good?
There's your shot, bro. Don't fuck it up.
All right, man. Hold on, man. Give me like 25 minutes of time with that dog shit. Again, you pause for me, good brother. Hold on 1 second. All right, so anyway, get into today's show, right? It says here we can talk about the Microsoft numbers first before we get into the PS5 and the PS. Because I believe I did a video about this. I did. a few months ago about Sony releasing a PS5 Pro and a standard PS4 around the same time. And I got cursed out about it. We're gonna talk about it again later. But anyway, so Microsoft came out yesterday. Well, not yesterday. I'm lying. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and said they're not releasing any more numbers. Now, why is that? Anyone have a clue? Neff?
Cause y'all niggas ain't never got nothing good to say.
Listen,
Yeah,
the reason. Listen, the reason those numbers.
Oh,
The reason
shut
they.
the fuck up, Jay. Don't start with your bullshit.
Hey.
First of
The-
all, Jay, before you start this show, you owe me $40.
Tell 'em about the snake in the bush. So-
Let me tell you about.
Well, that wealthy man that pay us back. Oh shit! The black book. Oh my! Yo, the almighty.
$40.
Yeah.
He's giving it. This is about Jay's. He's giving Nintendo Switches, PS4s, Xbox Ones to the community. They can't pay his $40 back.
Oh shit! Janky is it?
Janky,
Hey,
motherfucker.
Hey Sean, I learned from the best. I learned from D Batch.
Oh.
Shout out to my brother D Batch.
Yeah.
I would have no, but the reason Microsoft are not reporting those numbers again, because just like every single phase of this generation, when they don't have the numbers to be able to spin in their favor, then they move on to something else.
Okay.
You know, first the sales mattered when they were selling, making some NPDs earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
That dried up. Then they went to okay, we're not going to give you those sales. We'll give you the
And
user engagements.
Yeah.
Yeah, the user engagements. Well, now there's remember after that they talked about how it was doing so better than the 360 at that day and time. Well,
Yeah.
that shit left, and they had to stop that. So then the user engagements, and now the user engagements have dried up, and people trying to figure out, you know, okay, well they call it bullshit, and so now they're gonna just totally just wipe out. They're gonna say, look, we ain't gonna tell you shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna do what we do, and as long as we, you know, our investors okay, we okay. But I mean, that's just what it is. There's no other way to spin this.
Mm.
No other way.
In their favor, that's what it is.
Oh.
Everything's trying to make it for better for them, lot. That's what it is.
Well, here's a question that I have, right? Now we do have some Gears numbers, right? You know, I mean, I know what's the man King was up here cooling the captain last. What was this week? I think Monday, whatever, for Gears, right? And Game Pass, I will say it is a hell of a service, right? But I think again, a lot of people may have Game Pass that game. You know what I mean? Got it, and then buy the actual physical copy of the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that's even myself. Well, you know what? I don't know if I count because I got a Gears of War bundle, right? And then mine came with a Gears of War, so I can't even count myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the question is, would I have bought the game if I didn't get the Xbox One edition? You know, the Gears of War edition. Would I still bought the game?
Look, I think
Probably
it
not.
comes to like the K Mega, right? It comes to the K Mega theory. Like, are people really gonna pay for Game Pass and buy the game on top of it? Like, I don't see why anyone does.
I'll be honest with you, Neff. I've heard it from people who has Game Pass and they still
Yeah.
want to buy the game.
I can understand maybe you want the collector's edition, you know, kind of like what Z did.
Yeah.
But like,
actually,
just to have the physical copy or
said to
digital,
him,
I don't get it.
doesn't make sense. I go, doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. You pay for Game Pass and you're gonna buy the game. I go, why don't you buy the game in a later date when the game is at $15,
when the
$20?
price goes
Yeah.
down, if you want to own it.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Like,
fucking
I don't
day
get
one.
it. But these games aren't leaving though. These are first party games. They're not
Of
leaving that
course.
shit.
If you invested in Game Pass and you believe in it,
They're not taking
why-
Gears 4 or anything off. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, if you like I said, if you got investment in Game Pass, every first party title will be there, so there's no need to buy a game if you're willing to pay for the service. So it doesn't make sense.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
I'm not
I think
about
we could see how many people use Game Pass.
Well,
Shit.
That's what we need to see, Neff. What
They
are
shocked
the
that
numbers? Is it 10 million? Is it 15 million? We need to know these numbers.
Well, no, just looking at the Steam, right? Like, so we saw not too many people bought on Steam. Like, let's say 100,000 on
Suck
the
it,
high
sure.
end, right? So 100,000 bought it, but there's like 3 million players, like between the Xbox and PC, of course. So PC players use Game Pass, and that's what it is. They clearly didn't use Steam. Where else did they get it? The Windows Store. I doubt they bought it, and when that shit was $2. or if they already have their subscription, or whatever.
I mean, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. And here's the thing: it comes to the point now where it's been nothing but bad news or down as far as even these numbers. I don't think the best. Who's the rest of that? What's my man name? Booker T at the Spinning Rooney. It's coming to the point now where they can't even spin these motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? Even at the height of my damage control, when I was good at it, they need to hire me, man, because I can spin some shit. I can sell motherfucking ice to a motherfucking Eskimo, right? Mm-hmm. But you know what? Here's the thing. Like,
Before
go.
you go there, though, Z,
yeah.
let me ask you this: like, how do you measure success?
Oh Lord,
on a game that's in a subscription service? Like, we should be really measuring the amount of subscriptions, not necessarily the game itself, because you know what I'm saying. That's really what's going to tell us.
Yeah, what it is, no, it would help if Microsoft came out and mentioned
they won't even give us the
Game Pass
subscription
subscribers.
Yeah, they won't even give us the subscription numbers anymore.
That's the problem.
It's your fault, J-Dubs, because you hurt the feelings.
Hey yo, hit the like button. Shit about yo.
Well, the subscription numbers we know is in the million.
Hey yo, hold up. Hit the like button. My shit just kicked in. If your wake got wetted up, jungle set it up. Listen here, right? Fuck all that, right?
Oh shit, Predators in the house.
Yeah. Listen here, right? Here's the thing, right? Real talk. Hey, Bang House, you in here? You got this mic working?
Hello?
Yeah, Bang House, you there, bro?
Yeah, I got something to say real quick.
Well, go ahead, Bang. Listen, you black? I thought you was white dude, but okay, well, talk to me, brother.
All right, I think it's kind of odd that Microsoft is a publicly traded company, not a privately traded, not a private company, but they getting away with hiding almost all their data.
Preach, brother.
That is extremely weird, and it's a cop-out. They're not breaking the rules, but they're bending the rules. It don't make sense.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's all about business.
Hold up, R&B the third said
because they originally wanted to sell 200 million
of course.
consoles.
Who doesn't want to sell 200 million? But it didn't work out for them.
They switched everything.
But they had to. Let's be honest, yeah.
Hold on, let me pay this bill right quick. Hold up.
There's a reason they're pulling back.
All they really have to report is their earnings and their revenue.
That the subscription model is affecting that, but also they don't want to admit defeat.
All right, hold up, pay these bills right quick. You got R&B the third?
R&B the third. Bump all that. Is Sony releasing 2 PS5 SKUs?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Hey, yo, if my wake got wetted up, jungle set it up. Listen here, right? Listen here, right? Listen here, fuck all that, right? Listen here, right? Now, my man said this is a public traded entity, and they're breaking the laws. They're breaking the RICO Act, man. What's going on? We gonna get Tatachi 69 on this?
No. That was just.
Here's the thing. Hey, Bang House.
I don't know the ins and outs of the actual law. Well, I'm saying
we got some damage. We hit you now, but now you go post.
Oh shit! Company to be hiding everything.
You good,
for
post.
almost everything.
Okay, here's what they're going to be doing. Wait. Here's what they're going to be doing. From here on out, they're going to be announcing subscription numbers, but that includes Microsoft Office, Microsoft Windows, Microsoft, any and everything Microsoft is going to be added together. So there is literally going to be no way for you to determine what the breakout is for Xbox.
All right.
Well, I also found out that.
But I mean,
all right, hold on. Hold up. I mean, we got a few more bills in here, right quick before you fucking start your damage control.
Storage start with the $2. He say, "Is this Microsoft or just an Xbox division?" And then Silverback. Oh boy, what you guess? Pause. I'm just gonna call you Silver Player with the $2. How can you spot a fanboy? He pays $100 for a dollar game.
Hey, okay, hold on 1 second, my man. Hold on. All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to my man Silver, and my man Stewart. Check it out, real niggas, a bunch of fucking niggas, right? All right, it ain't working, right? I look like this. Maybe Microsoft, what they're doing, it is visionary, and not even so much the service. The service is gonna make the money. But I'm gonna blame this on them day and date on PC. I got to. Them releasing this game day and date on PC again.
What game?
Gears.
All their games and Gears, yeah.
Oh man.
It didn't really move the meter. I would rather sell 100,000 consoles than 100,000 copies of Gears of War.
See, you asking the wrong question. The question is, where is the 100 million PlayStations with these powerful PCs?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hold up. That's the question.
Hold up.
That's the question.
Oh shit!
Check this out. Hold up.
And we're constantly here. I don't need an Xbox. I'm gonna get it on PC.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
It's gonna be on
He's
PC.
a jolly good
Game
fellow.
Pass and
For he's
Xbox
a jolly good
exclusives are on
fellow.
PC. Where
Wait a
are
minute.
the
That
Sony
nobody can
fanboys?
deny.
Where are
That
the
nobody
Sony
can
fanboys?
deny.
Where's these
Post up. Why
powerful
PlayStation? Post
PCs?
up.
No. Don't
Post up.
nobody want to hear
Post up.
deflect
Why
detection.
PlayStation fans gotta save Gears?
Come on, deflect detection. Slow down.
Oh man.
Hold up.
Hey, hold up. Hey,
We don't want to
stand
hear
up,
deflect detection. It ain't not about saving gears. It's about all the ponies who constantly say, I don't need an Xbox. I'm going to play it on PC. I'll just get Xbox exclusives on PC. Where they at? What?
For he's
happened,
a
J-Dub?
jolly
What
good
happened to
fellow. That nobody can deny.
PlayStation will not save Gears.
Hey.
Sorry.
And
you
then
won't
another
do it.
thing.
Hey,
all
let
these
me
people,
speak real
for the
quick, y'all.
hold on. For the last couple of days, I've been seeing everybody shit on it. $1, $2 for Game Pass. These the same motherfuckers who going up to the red box, putting in $1 for a PlayStation exclusive and taking it back. Fuck, nigga.
Going
What
on
we
roots
doing
now,
here?
going
What
back
we
to
doing
my
here?
roots.
What
Yeah.
we doing here?
Hey yo, pay the bills right quick. I like it, man. If your weight got wetted up, Joe, set it
Hold
up.
up.
Shout out to Chadman23 with the $2. He said, listen, the Xbox making good moves. It's healthy for them. Look, man, if I can save $120, $300, $400 just by paying $15 a month, if that's stupid to some of you people, if y'all want to make fun of that, go ahead. Y'all can laugh at it. But I'm going to be happy because I don't have to spend $60, $120, or $300 every time new games come out on my preferred console. I get instant access for $15. That's cool with me. That means that money can be directed elsewhere
It's
to my
mine if I
children. You know what I'm saying?
My
Go
man,
ahead. That's it. My bad.
my man Experience said,
Mine if I speak now.
what happened? What you say, brother?
Okay, check this out. I know this because I've been watching this podcast for years now.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Every time in post-up case at least, every time
Question that man integrity.
Xbox get any criticism
Oh shit!
or any type of
Anytime.
rebuttal,
Okay.
Every week.
he switches over to Sony and says, "What about them?"
Wait.
Who is this
Hold up.
question my integrity? It sounds like
No,
Parker,
no,
little
this,
brother.
hold on, I'm not
You sound
finished.
He
like
do-
Parker. You sound like
He do
Parker,
remind me of
little
Parker,
brother.
don't he?
Don't sound
I'm
like
not
Parker,
finished.
little
I'm not finished.
It's
See,
still
Go
time
ahead.
now.
Let the man finish.
listen to what I'm saying.
At that time.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Just be easy.
Every time somebody questions Microsoft or Xbox's integrity, you flip the script and switch it over to Sony.
That's the whole point of the show.
You fuck nigga.
You don't listen to
Hey, yo, fuck nigga. You giving away the
You
plot.
must not listen to
That
Kratos.
is a fact.
You
I've
must
been
not
watching
listen to
this
Okay,
podcast.
don't they do that?
And not only
I mean,
No,
and not only
Jay-
that, Paul,
But Bang House.
not only that, post up.
Let me ask you this
Jacob
though.
is a master.
Is Sony not a direct competitor of Microsoft?
No, I'm
that what you
speaking
do?
to the
Compare?
post up right now. Let me finish with him first.
After we get
Then
the
I
bills.
ask your question.
Pause.
Okay. Like I said, post up always reverts back to Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this prior E3, he said he was going to stop getting on his knees for Microsoft.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
He still does it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Hey,
post
feel
up
treated
words
good, bro.
It's on
cannot
me
be
now.
trusted.
All right, hold on. Let's pay these bills right quick. Hold up.
First of all, let me pay these bills.
Pay
I got
bills.
something for you,
I'm
Bang House.
joking around. I'm joking around. But
Shout out to
Break your
Gamer
fucking
O'Malley. Shout out to Gamer O'Malley with the $5. He said
No, this past E3, you said you was going
they
to stop doing
obfuscated their.
that.
He said they obfuscated
But you are
their
still
number.
doing
Hold on, man. Guys, gotta pay the bill. Hold on. You gotta pay the
He
bills.
said obfuscated their numbers 3 times already. Xbox lost 200 million last quarter, down 10%. Console sales collapsed 48%. So now it's new metric. The distrust is real. That's good. That's good fact. That's fact.
You
right
get
there.
Chadman 23.
Chadman True story. I seen Gears 5 and Dollar General.
All right. Oh, we got another one too. Before that, you gotta go scroll up a little further. Yeah.
Let me see here. Is that Stuart Stokes with the?
Yeah.
Say,
you got check it. Yeah.
You ain't saving no money with no Game Pass, fuck me. I have had my X for a month, and every time I see you online, it says TV. I see you on the game for me. I didn't even know I had you on my friend list, fuck me.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to put me out there like that. But Bang House, I got something.
Wait, hold on. We have one more. Chad Man 23 said, "Listen, Xbox is making good moves. It's healthy for them."
And then Coop Man say, "Post is the lead, but warrior fulfilled." Oh shit! That's how I don't look. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all real disrespectful. Bang House, you sound like Parker, little brother. You sound like you.
Hey, first of all,
you sound like you need my Bruderol.
Hey, yo, boy, Bang Out. We gotta get you a mic or something.
You sound like you need my Bruderol pump right now. Take a couple of deep breaths and then come back, fuck nigga.
Hey, that's if I have a disability called cerebral palsy. You wouldn't know nothing about that, though.
Oh, I know about that, brother. It's no disrespect, brother. This is just what we do, brother.
No, it's all jokes.
Nah, ain't no jokes. Fuck Post.
What's good, brother? How you been, man?
Yeah, what's poppin', brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Shout out to Top Dog with the $5. He say Post Up is the perfect model slave. Microsoft wants to keep paying for these services. You know what?
Yo, listen,
I
Post,
just got on the show, brother.
Post, I'm gonna talk to J Dub later on. We gonna get you right with this contract, brother. You can't be doing this shit to yourself, man.
He says every time I get on, somebody brings up a Microsoft.
Oh, we got Carlos Crespin. You get him Microsoft.
That is a fact. That is a complete fact.
Hey, yo, hey, Bang House, man. We gotta get you a mic or so. Your PC crash or some shit. Or get you a headset for your phone.
It's on the PlayStation.
That motherfucker sound like he on a
That motherfucker got the
It sound like he
mic
laying
under
down on his cheeks.
Yo, so that
he got the mic under his neck.
Yo, he said, "I used to swim, now I may drown." Hey, yo, my man, Carlos Crespin said Xbox games are going to PlayStation. RIP. But here's the thing, right? Real talk about these numbers, right? And it's sad to say. Now, listen, maybe you might catch me capping a little bit again. And listen, I'm gonna try to be honest about my bias. You know, I'm a Gears of War fan, right? And it does. Listen, that's why King Blood hopped this motherfucker with his receipt and hairline hopped in here damage controlling for Gears Monday, right? Because it's PC number, because them jokers don't buy no games. Maybe again, and shout out to my PC guys. Microsoft needs to sit back and reevaluate their plan with day and date on PC.
Reevaluate the whole fucking brand.
What, the whole Game Pass you talking about?
No, not the Game Pass. Actually, that's a good service. They have a lot of games in there. I'm talking about day and date on PC.
That service making them money.
Wait, I'm quite sure that's why they're doing it. I mean, whatever, you know.
Nah, this shit's in beta form right now. You heard?
They got a lot of games in there.
They
do, but where they really making money at?
Hey, yo, get on
$2.
The profit they did make was from when the gaming went down. They made profits off subscriptions.
All right, get R&B the third and Chad Man.
See, I don't.
R&B said, "Ooh, $2 player." Bing House sound like a bum looking for beer money. Damn. And Chad
I'm sorry.
Chad Man 23 with the $2 say, "Really think Xbox should go the Sega way? Best bet."
No.
Listen. I don't agree with that at all, bro. I think this falls under counting these companies' money.
Like, no, okay, well, okay, I'll go to you, Noah.
About is their investors.
You know, let me say this, Noah. Listen, real talk, right? Hold up, somebody back there. Hold on 1 second. What I'm saying is this, right? Even to my pony brethren, I know the Xbox is dog shit, right? But
you still love that shit.
No, I like Gears. I like Gears. I'm a Gears of War fan.
Nah, before Gears even came out, he was on that Xbox.
Oh, bro, I can't. Listen, bro, I can't play no shooters on the goddamn
graveyard over there. See,
you right, bro. Hey, bro, listen, I got it, but I like fucking.
What you like? You just like.
I like Battlefield.
Bullshit ecosystem. That's what.
Not even that. It's the control. You know what? Hey, listen, I almost filed a class action lawsuit against Sony. Where you got these big ass hands, paws, right? I can't do no shooters on that low ass controller. My spring thing is a fucking size 14.
Listen,
Just
before the
add
Xbox
the
even came out, the controller was like that,
$200,
bro.
that solves his problem.
Hey, but I was a child then. I mean, I wasn't a child, but
You was a child. You was a grown ass man. What the fuck?
but
you talking
my
about?
hands have grown. Hey yo, fuck on.
Talk to him, Alex.
Hey yo, hold
Fucking
up. Hey yo,
nah,
you see
gonna
yo.
get this work today, Z. I'm
Hey yo,
sick of this shit,
you
bro.
see the girth of these motherfuckers right here? The girth, Paul. You see the girth? My hands big as hell, bro. Now, this is what I'm saying, right? Even to my phone. Hold on one second, Trey.
Never had a big controller.
Yeah, hold on one second. This is one thing. Even to my place in the bedroom, right? Is that we don't want Microsoft to get into the console business, right? You don't. That would be very, very unhealthy for gaming. Why do I say that? Because if Microsoft goes, who is left to be a direct competitor of Sony? Nintendo.
PC.
Right, I agree with that. But check this out though, right? Microsoft knew what they were doing when they priced these games at $2. I mean, price Game Pass at $2.
That's to draw you in.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's to say they're not successful or not?
I'm not negating that. No. Here's the thing.
You only get that $2 for 2 months, and then they hit you upside.
Yeah. But listen, here, this is what I'm saying. I understand that with the Game Pass and while they added the Ultimate Edition, when you're getting, which is smarter than them, you get the big collector edition of the game with all the DLC. You get to get it early, and you add in Xbox Live. I get it, and it will be successful with them in the long run. I understand that, right? But again, you're selling less and less hardware, right? Quote unquote, right? So what I was saying, even into next day, you playing with your dog, Alex, back there?
That's my son. Hold on.
No. So what I'm saying is that they're gonna sell less hardware, right? Going into next generation, if you're gonna put still day and date on PC, because that is reflecting the overall sales, because it didn't really help them, right? So what I'm saying is this, right? Even to my Sony guys, Microsoft, no, you don't want Microsoft to go, because if you left with a direct competitor of Nintendo and Sony, what's going to force Sony to go out there and do a better job and lobby for our dollars? It damn sure ain't going to be Nintendo with the fucking label boxes and nothing. You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying it's our job to keep Microsoft in business. They got to offer us something that we want to pay for. I'm not going that way.
Right.
Yeah, that's not what I'm not here talking like K Megan. But what I'm saying, if they were to exit the console business, because I don't think they're going to still do gaming, because there's a lot of money, and actually games make more than movies, right? And they're making a lot of money in gaming off their software and services. I'm talking about in the hardware department. That will be very unhealthy for gaming. Again, why is that? Is because, again, you're going to just have Sony. You went from having, just it out, right? Gaming has always been at its best when you had Sega, Nintendo, and Sony, right? Sega came out of the fold, Microsoft came in and took their place, and this is back when Nintendo was really competing. Gaming was great back then. You know what I mean?
Back in the 80s, it was just Sega and
yeah, but you had other companies, but the name was Sega and Nintendo.
But my point is, right, the measurement of success is changing. Like, look at Epic Store. Like they give a free game away a week.
Bro, that's PC, man. Ain't nobody worried about PC.
It's still a platform. Fortnite is free. Nobody's questioning how much money they're making, or if Epic is going out of business.
Here's the thing about it. That's free to play. Free to play is way different than when you got them buying $60 on the game.
Oh, hold on one second. Let me get this bill right quick. Hold on one second. Hold up. And Trey does have a point. Hold up right here. My man, Uncle 17. Shout out to you, good brother. He said, how many next-gen consoles do Microsoft need to sell for not being a flop? Good point. 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. If they sell less than 20 million, I predicted there will be no more Xbox consoles in the future. And here's the thing, right? This is what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, it's no secret why Nintendo and my man Chad, man, since he was 35 years old when the OG Xbox came out, he's a child where? Fuck you. Look, right? Check it out, right? There is, I'm sorry, I should say this. To answer your question, right? About 10, 20 million. What costs it, it's not that someone's counting their money, Noah. What costs these companies the most money, right? Is the R&D for what? Developing new hardware, right? Yeah, hardware. That's what costs these companies the most money, hands down, right? And why did Microsoft kind of finds themselves in a unique position where they're making money more or less without the actual box. Console sales are down, yes, but they got the software and the services thing on lock. You know what I mean? Different little stuff they own around gaming, and I get it, right? But it's no brainer why Sony and Nintendo are selling more hardware than ever before, because they do have, it's basic business 101. They have unique and exclusive software to their box. You know what I mean?
Z, you done messed up the room. Now we got to clean the house. Shout out to Chadman23 with the $2. He said Z was 35 years old. 35
Hey, yo,
years
somebody
old.
give me that link where it says Microsoft was worth. I actually got it right here.
Z was 35 years old when OG Xbox came.
I want to show you guys something. What I mean.
True story, guys.
And then shout out to Holy Mocha or Holy Mocha, Holla Mocha, whatever you.
Or somebody got that link where it says the Microsoft gaming division is worth more than Sony and Nintendo. I just said the picture.
With $100, he said, "How many next gen consoles?"
$100.
Well, it's foreign currency, so it's like $10.
Foreign currency. Yeah. I just thought they dished out $100. I'm not watching.
Boy, let me get it out, boy. Okay, hello. How many next gen consoles do MS need to sell for not being a flop? 10 million, 15, 20. If they sell less than 20 million, I predict there will be no more Xbox consoles in the future.
I agree.
Okay.
Less than 20 million. If they do the same numbers, what it in this gen?
Let me tell you something. This is not just a Microsoft thing. I hate when people speak it though as this is just Sony is selling a lot of hardware, but you know what their main goal is? Main goal to software and services. And next generation, you're gonna see the full power of them going fully for software and services, because you know what? If they no longer have to make hardware as well and could get you invested in their ecosystem and continue that revenue stream of monthly payment, they come out making more money, and they spend, like Z say all the time, they spend less on R&D. So all these companies are trying to move to a more a place where it's more for profit over putting out. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I just said earlier? Post up.
God damn, what happened?
I said every time somebody mentioned what Microsoft doing, you revert to saying, "Well, Sony gonna do the same thing."
Breathe, brother. When it comes from a pony.
Hey yo, put it out there, you motherfucking sound like motherfucking Bane. When Rob was born in the darkness. You motherfucking sounding crazy, bro. This motherfucking sounding crazy, bro. Yeah. I'm not the hero that you may need. But hold on one second. He sounding crazy.
I'm just saying though, it's not just a Microsoft thing. People talk. Microsoft is getting out. All these companies want to get to that point. That's it. They want to take ownership away from you. And they want you to invest in the ecosystem of software and services. That's the main. It's not just Microsoft.
They don't want the power getting taken away from them, as in ownership. You know, there's people out there who still like to own their damn games and be able to play whatever they want.
Hey, listen, here's the thing.
Money talks, bullshit walks, right? Like if you give them a cheaper option than buying 60 straight up, like these subscriptions or whatever. You're gonna be surprised how quick people drop that shit.
Hey. Of course, they'll drop it like a fucking.
Well, it says
tennis ball.
It says
like, are you a digital consumer, Trey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't own any of your shit. Yeah, you don't own any of your shit then.
Right. Sometimes I get digital, sometimes I get physical. It just depends on if I feel like even going to the store.
Okay.
It depends on the game as well.
Go ahead, Z.
No, I was saying here. Let me get this link too. Let me get the free messaging link too. I'm sorry, a little late on that, but it says here. Again, the Xbox brand is probably more valuable than Sony's and PlayStation and Nintendo. And that's not on the console side of things. That's truly on the software and services and whether they have set themselves up going forward. You know what I mean? Someone just put an article today that the old way of buying games is dying out. Why pay $60 when you can get the next service game, like for us? Monthly when you pay a bill, like Game Pass or maybe what Ubisoft is doing, what EA is doing, right? And again, I'm not here capping for their money, right? And this, I always said this: Microsoft, when it comes to business, right, they're too good at it, right? Because what I mean by that is they're going to make $1, right? And that doesn't, how you say, quality affect me because they're not giving me anything. Like, for me, being a loyal customer, right? I've always said numerous times, I don't like the direction that they're heading to. Maybe I'm just the old guard of the date. And I'm not saying that Sony is not going to do some of these same things. But even with Sony, again, like they still get the fundamental. Like you have to have something exclusive to your box, and Microsoft doesn't get it. But hey, let me say this last thing, I'm gonna shut the hell up, right? The reason why a lot of us frown up about Game Pass is just that and the other, right? Is that
is it just me?
I'm cutting out for you? Okay,
no, that's just shame. Go ahead.
yeah, we're just saying a lot of us we frown our face above in Microsoft about Game Pass and dollar games and them because of the quality of software that they have given us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we got Gears, was done well, received well. The next big game going to be from them is what's that game from with that not Bethesda, Obsidian.
Outer Worlds.
You got Outer Worlds. That's going to be probably pretty big for them on the multi-plat tip. Then after that, you got Psychonauts, right? Psychonauts 2.
Outer World.
Outer World, Psychonauts 2. Then you have Ori and the Blind Forest. Then of course Battletoads, Dog Shit, and Bleeding Edge, right? So they're going to have the software in there, right? So they're getting that. But when it comes, like I said, even with day and date on PC, you have to go back, keep attacking the PC government things. Is that didn't move the? What I'm saying, it didn't really move the. I'll give you an example, right? If Sony would have put God of War, on PC day and date, it probably would have got maybe 1 million sales or whatever. I don't know because God of War is a single player game. They probably bootlegged a lot, but. I believe it did a lot better than Gears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they had to reevaluate how they are releasing their software. Like I said, as far as
on
D&D.
the platform. So what you're trying to say is the example. I say Gears 5 drop. Should they drop it like 3 months later on PC or something?
Yeah,
would that be better?
Yeah, in my opinion. In my opinion, yeah.
I would say this: Game Pass is a hell of an idea. The only thing that allows people to shit on Game Pass with the $1 is the content. It's some great content, but it's not enough. Great. It
just became decent.
You got a lot of filler in there.
It's been a good year.
And I will say this: in Bang Production, for they call me out on this again, but I'm gonna say it. When Sony come out with their Game Pass to compete with Game Pass, their service to compete with Game Pass next generation. All the Sony fanboys gonna flip the script, and their main defense is gonna be, well, Sony could do it because they got the content. Never mind they shit. That's gonna be their main defense
I agree
when Sony come out with their Game Pass. It's gonna be like, well, Sony could do it because they got the content. When Microsoft did it, they didn't have the content. Whether Microsoft had the content or not, they're gonna build up to that at some point, hopefully. But the idea of Game Pass, it's a great idea, but they still been shitting on that too. So,
all right, now let me extend on what you was just talking about, Post. As far as not extend on, I want to ask questions about Xbox and Game Pass. Okay, because I'm a majority PlayStation and former PC dude. What would it take for me to get into Xbox?
What do you mean?
In your opinion?
Only you can act. You need to act yourself that.
How much? What's the starter price for Xbox nowadays?
$150.
Wait, hold on. I'll tell you. You got a PC, $5.
No, I don't have I said former PC. I didn't know what happened to my PC. Last week, but. I'm looking at getting into Xbox.
Well, you gotta look at the bigger picture too, though. When xCloud releases, if you got a cell phone or if you got a Roku or whatever device, but all you gonna have to do is pay whatever the xCloud subscription fee is, and it's probably gonna come with Game Pass, bro.
They should own the games or not? Because I like to own my shit.
If you buy them digitally, you can. xCloud is whatever you got own digitally. You can play with you anywhere. That's the
Yeah, you own the game on xCloud. You own just like PlayStation. You own the license. You could play the game on xCloud.
Like I said,
a lot of people say they like to own their shit, but have a Netflix subscription and a Hulu Plus subscription. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like to own
iTunes, Spotify.
I still got all my shit. I got Netflix too, but I still got all the movies I own.
You don't have Apple Music or Spotify.
No. I'm still buying
Google Play.
Nah.
How is that a whole different thing? This is the same concept. It's a form of entertainment.
Yeah. Look, people was all ready for that entertainment thing for streaming and all that other stuff. They ain't ready for streaming video games. That's the one thing people got a little.
If it works, why wouldn't they be for it?
The reason I brought this up is because I wanted to get Poster's point of view on how this affects somebody who really don't fuck with Xbox.
But see, you got your mind made up that you don't fuck with Xbox. So no matter what they come out with, in your mind, you're not gonna fuck with it.
I thought they only had Gears, Forza, and Halo, and maybe
I mean, as it stands right now, I mean,
Well, they got what? I mean,
but,
okay, go. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But is it that you don't? Is it that you don't like Gears Forza Halo, or
No,
you just don't like the fact
I
that they're Xbox titles?
like that, but at a certain point, when that's the only stuff that y'all coming out with,
for sure,
and I see other companies coming out with shit that I can diversify.
So let me ask you: if you could download an app on your TV, on your smart TV, right? And all you had to have was a controller. You can hook up your DualShock controller, right, to your TV, and they gave you a 7-day free trial to try out the new Gears or whatever or Outer Worlds.
Only digital. Hello, Mo 17.
You wouldn't try it.
All right, and another question for both.
You ain't asked my question. You didn't answer my question. You wouldn't try it for like a free trial.
Oh yeah, I could do a free trial, but I'm trying to get an Xbox so I can see what my little brother would get.
But like low key, you probably don't even know what you're missing out because there's games on Game Pass that I would have never have bought that I played, and this shit is fire.
Out. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get y'all.
It's just like Netflix, bro. When Netflix first came out, Netflix gave everybody like a 7-day free trial or a month free.
29 days.
Hey yo, Chad man said, where you find this stupid motherfucker? I got him out the chat like I got the rest of you weird motherfuckers, man.
Hey, check this out, man. The reason I sound like that is because my voice is always slurred because I have cerebral palsy, homie.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. It's just jokes, man. Don't even take it serious, bro. It's just jokes.
No, I'm not talking to your chat right now.
Oh, bro, don't listen, man. They're gonna use that shit against you. It's just jokes. It's just jokes, man.
You should have kept. You shouldn't have said nothing.
Don't feel bad, bro. Hey, you go home, man. You get a paycheck every week. Most of niggas in their parents' basement.
Let me ask Banga something. Are you excited for Outer Worlds?
Oh yeah, that look dope.
Okay, that game.
You would get it free. You get.
Well,
you have to pay $60 on PlayStation.
Right? You got a PS4, right? If let's say xCloud come out tomorrow, right? You had an option to play Outer Worlds on your on your Roku or some shit, right? For $2, or you gonna go out and buy the game for $60 on your PlayStation 4. What would you do?
I'm old school. I probably end up either paying full price or waiting for a sale, but.
So you gonna wait? You can literally try it out.
I'm saying, real talk, though.
I'm gonna try it out on Game Pass.
Hold on. Now, October 25th, Call of Duty comes out. Got Star Wars coming out. Look, let's be real.
No, I'll try it out, but I'm saying
and you don't know how good the game is. You gonna go out and spend $60 and take a gamble, or you gonna try it out?
Oh, so it's like renting. That's what y'all doing. Y'all renting games through Game Pass. That's what y'all doing.
That's basically what Game Pass is. Just like Netflix. Netflix buy the movie, rent it, and watch it.
It's an Xbox game.
I get to play it. I can play it.
But it's not a la carte. It's just there.
It's not like I'm renting one game.
What I would do is probably try the game for the 30-day. You said 30-day trial, right?
No, I'm just saying. Let's say they gave you. Let's say they gave you a 30-day trial. I'm just coming out. I'm just hypotheticals here, right? They gave you a 30-day trial. You subscribe to xCloud. You get Game Pass. Outer Worlds come out. Boom. You got a PS4. You got the physical console, right? But Outer Worlds come out. You gonna go out and buy $60 on the game that you don't know if it's good or not, or you gonna try it on xCloud on your smart device?
I don't know about the xCloud shit. You said it's coming to Game Pass. I probably fuck with Game Pass.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro.
But you would have to have an Xbox.
That's what's gonna draw people, bro.
I'm willing to get an Xbox.
You don't need but you don't even need the Xbox.
And then here's the other thing. Just like Z, even though he don't want to admit it, it runs and looks better 9 times out of 10 on the X.
Not on xCloud though, but look though.
Hey, last time I paid attention to Xbox.
Let's go ahead and get the dang on biasness on out the way here.
All right, hold on, let me pay the bills.
It's not biased.
Hold on, let me pay the bills right quick.
Z said it.
Hey, hold on, let me pay the bills right quick. Hold on, let me pay the bills right quick. Oh, hold up, my man, Coop Man 30. Xbox need more games other than Halo, Forza, and Gears 5. It's dope, but Sony has games that punish Gears. Persona 5 is an example. Is better than any exclusive Xbox have, right? It's all business. I don't
agree that it's better.
That's an opinion.
PlayStation has more variety.
No, I will say this: when it came to exclusive this generation, by far, Sony did their thing. There's no denying that. You know what I mean? There's
knocked out of the park.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? There's no denying that. Well, hold on. There's no denying that they did their thing. this generation when it comes to exclusive content. I'm sorry.
But I can argue. I can argue. There's only like must-haves on PS4.
Oh my god!
You saying the silly right now, brother.
I'm just saying must-haves,
bro.
I don't have to buy Yakuza. I don't have to buy Judgment. Spider-Man and God of War.
Wait.
Like this though, you might not care for those games, but
hey, look here.
Those games are
the only must-haves for Xbox.
One at a time.
The only must-haves for Xbox is Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Let me just say
those are the only. Halo, Gears, and Forza are the only must-haves for Xbox. 3 games.
Tsunami, let me just say this here. You just said God of War and Spider-Man. How many Spider-Man fans do you think is out there also?
Oh, I'm not denying that. Well, all I'm saying is, y'all talk about console wars and content, and then games that came out from Sony Studios. I'm saying there's literally only, to me, 4 must-haves. There's great games like a Persona,
right?
So how is it selling?
PlayStation has.
I'm not saying it's not selling. I'm just saying, to me, the difference is only 4 games.
Hey, check this out though.
There's games y'all do nowhere to be found on Xbox, bro. When it comes to third party,
let me explain something. Let me explain something to whoever just got done talking.
Oh, okay.
You said there's only 2 or 4 first party games coming out, right? Or then.
No, I'm not saying that's what came out. I said this for this generation.
In his opinion, for Sony, where he said Spider-Man, God of War, you're gonna Uncharted, maybe like Uncharted, and I give him Horizon.
Horizon, yeah, those 4 are must-have games. Yeah. They have other great games, but as far as like must-haves, I don't think they're a must-have. They're the big games. So to me, I don't have to play a Judgment. I'm okay. I don't have to play a Persona. Okay. They're good, but they're not on the level of God of War or Spider-Man.
Okay, I mean that's a cool. That's a cool.
Giving varieties to your customers.
No, that's his opinion.
Z. Not to cut you off, let me say this, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to rebuttal him and say that the gamers have spoke.
Talking about the Iron Man VR. Talking about the Iron Man VR.
The gamers have spoke this. The gamers have spoke this generation and said that there was no must-have Xbox games this generation.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But that's just like you said, in your opinion. Okay, so Gears, so Gears is not a must play.
Who's buying Xbox?
We gotta stay away from that argument, bro.
Y'all gotta buy a box right now for that Gears. Who?
We not.
Well, I don't count. But listen, I don't even believe in Jesus, so you got my opinion doesn't count here.
First class trip to hell.
Hey, but listen, I want to say this right before we switch topics. I do want to talk about this PS5 and this PS5 Pro, right?
No,
it's all.
How about that,
baby?
Last of Us 2.
Oh, it's coming out. I mean, they when they got a show next. When is the show? Next what?
Yeah, the 24th.
Okay. Okay, next Tuesday. All right, next Tuesday. I'm gonna be. What time is the show?
4 o'clock Eastern.
All right, well, we'll be streaming that live. We'll be doing it live.
Yes, sir.
All right, so check this out. So as I was saying, you know what I mean? Back to my initial thing. Like I see, like a lot of these guys with the Sony bench. Mike. Don't get me wrong. I love. Ain't nothing. I said nothing prides me more to kick an Xbox when he's down. I don't like those Xbox guys, right? It prides my heart, right? But all honesty, though, I don't want Microsoft to exit the console business, right? Because even same way before I became a Sony, I don't want Sony to go anywhere either. Because again, without the two, they kind of especially when Microsoft, I know what the fuck they did, it was crazy. When they're competing, it keeps Sony's on their toes, right? It keeps little prime example, right? You hear all this good Gears War news, right? What did Sony come back with? You know what, motherfucker? Hold up. We got The Last of Us next week. And that's what gaming is about in competition. You're not going to get that from Nintendo directly competing against Sony. You're not. Like, I'm just, regardless, I didn't sell well, but that's Microsoft and Sony more or less direct competitors. When Nintendo does their own thing off onto the side, I mean, they found kudos to them. That's all that I'm saying.
I agree with you 100%, but it's one thing to want competition and somebody else don't want the shit. Hell, PlayStation got there been flipping their damn cards up like a motherfucker all this damn generation, and Xbox should be like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's okay. Okay, that's nice.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
hey, listen.
Like, if anything, the way I see it is like this. During that Gamescom thing, really, that was the slap in the face that really should have just woke their ass up during that Gamescom situation when PlayStation sent out just a fucking tweet. Didn't even announce the bitch at Gamescom. Just sent it out a damn tweet, and everybody was talking about that more than they were talking about that Gears thing. all I got to say is when that shit happened, I would have been like, okay, well, you know what, this nice guy shit is done. I just about had it with this shit. It's about time we go ahead and knuckle on the fuck up, brother. It's on now. Fuck it.
Think about how
bad.
Think about
kumbaya and shit.
Think about how bad gaming would be if it was just Microsoft with the dog shit they pumping out right now.
Oh god.
Hey yo, listen. I ain't gonna. Hey bro, hold up, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you though. But check it out, right? Bro, listen. It's bad. But I couldn't imagine it only being a fucking Switch, like literally, like me. Look.
Hey, listen, they still got the Mario games. They shit on Xbox right now,
bro. I ain't with that shit at all. That Kid Icarus, you keep all that shit.
You can't even play
Z will become a Nintendo guy.
Yeah, like
Z
bro.
will be out
They'll
there
be forced to make
letting the Mario Kart.
Zaire, you remember what we were talking about?
Yo, you saw you got a bag of marbles in your mouth.
No, man, he got cerebral palsy, man. It's cool though. They just he got cerebral palsy, Alex. He got cerebral. No,
bro, relax. This is a
Alex, that was cold.
Hey, hold up. Let me pay this bill right quick. My man,
check it out. You remember what we was talking about in the DMs, right?
Okay, what I say? I'm not a very honest man. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
That
What I say?
proposition I made, right?
About what?
Because people talking about my slurred voice, right?
You got teeth in your mouth or not?
I told you about my skills.
And what? And rap? What you? I'm sorry, bro. I probably was high. What happened, bro? What you say?
No. I'm willing to give the winner of any debate y'all do or a debate competition.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, as far as the debate, yeah, we get a debate. You gonna get the. You said you're gonna get the winner. I'm gonna talk to you off the air. I got you, bro. I know exactly what you said. We're gonna do a debate.
No, because I want your whole crew to hear this.
Oh, they know, brother.
We're talking about it off the air, bro.
I got you. Trust me. I got you. I'm already working on it. I got you, bro.
Yeah, because I don't hold shit. I don't hold shit back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my man listen. We're gonna sponsor. He's gonna sponsor a debate. And the winner is gonna get like $20 or some shit like that, right?
Awesome. No. 60 to 100.
Nah, we're gonna give 20. No. We're gonna give him 20. We gotta get ready coming back. That's 20. Listen. No, they're gonna get 20. Listen,
whoever.
Bang out.
All the money.
Bang out.
I'm talking about starting. I'm talking about.
Bang out. I got you, brother. But you don't give them all the money and we got to keep them coming back. You got to do a couple rounds. You don't spend all at one time, brother.
Do three rounds.
I got you, brother. I got you. Trust me. Follow my lead. To get back to here, we got here my man, Cell 2109. He says, y'all sleeping on Stadia streaming, going to take off. Now listen, before I'm going to get into this next topic. We're going to look about streaming, right? For our streaming, right? And this is a fact from anybody. If this thing works, I'm going to say this again, like it performed when I had it in my house, Project Google Stream, and it works. Literally, I didn't have any issues, right? As long as it works, right? And again, and it's up to Google. They have the money. They're going to have to go out there and to obtain some exclusive AAA software. It's like what Microsoft did with the original Xbox, right? They went out there, even with the 360 store, they went out there and money headed a lot of shit. So that's going to get the hardcore guys the reason to buy their console. Because, you can't get whatever this save is, Otaki Part 3 or whatever the hell the case may be. You can't get that anywhere else. You can only get it through them. And again, I think the minimum requirements is 15 up, 15 down. The recommended requirements is 25 up, 25 down. I have 300 up, 300 down. It's not an issue for me. It may not be an option for everybody, but again, like I said, it works. There was no input lag. Whatever, I don't know what technology they're using or what they did use. I didn't have any issues with all. This is not me capping for the service. I didn't go out there and buy it. But like I said before, when I did try it, it scared the hell out of me because I didn't know what specs they were because again, I even said off the air, I said, yo, this should look better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey on my X and my Pro. We're talking about a $400 and $500 goddamn machine. This is before me knowing that it was 10 T-flops that they had running this damn thing. This, me knowing it was 1080p, 60 frames a second at high settings. I didn't know about any of this. We didn't find out the specs until March of GDC 2019. I was talking, I think it was December or January, whatever the hell I got my hands on the beta, right? And I was just talking off the end, like I said, this shit scared the hell, but like this shit works. So when you think about streaming, we all think about Gaikai and whatever service they may be out there right now. And I was saying then, like, oh, this ain't the case. I mean, we have the few horror stories from on live or even PlayStation Now. This ain't that. And if Google can get that thing like that to perform like that in a public setting, like in everyone else's homes, like, bro, there's gonna be a lot of people that's going to most likely, maybe not us here, but like again, but they have exclusive software that you can't get anywhere else. I'm not just talking about the multiplayer. I'm talking about like true AAA games. Not that bullshit that they money had it. I'm talking about, imagine if the next, for shits and giggles, the next Assassin's Creed, just say Google gives Ubisoft $100 million for next Assassin's Creed or next point of sale. A lot of motherfuckers will get that shit, whatever the case, just to put the next point of sale going forward. Let me get my man the Ruham.
So my Google Stadia comes out with.
It needs compelling software that's going to set it apart from the PlayStation and the Xbox. The multiplats are cool, you know what I mean? But again, they're going to need some, exclusive content. AAA content. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, something like if it's Uncharted or Tomb Raider style type of game, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, hold up. My man, the Ruham said, "What's up, Gabe? What's up?" Was he in the panel? Shout out to the Ruham. But moving right along, right? Everyone's here now for the juicy part of the show. I did a show about this maybe a few months ago. Rumored that Sony may be releasing the PS5 and the PS4 Pro, right? Also, we were talking about Microsoft supposedly rumored releasing Xbox Anaconda and Xbox Lockhart, right? One was supposed to be 1080p high setting, 60 frames a second, which I slept on that 60 frames. I backtrack on that. And the other one's supposed to be 4K 60, whatever the case may be. Now, rumor has it again that Sony is supposed to be releasing a Pro PS5 and a standard PS5 at launch. What do you guys thoughts about that?
Yeah. Who wants to take it?
Neff, anybody?
I think they legit had that shit in the background because they heard about Lockhart, and they just.
I thought Xbox canceled up on that damn Lockhart shit anyway.
Yeah, but they heard about Lockhart, so they started doing it themselves. And then when the Xbox backed out, they said, "We not backing out. We still gonna do it."
Okay, well, I mean that's all nice and dandy, but I mean, look in this day and age, everybody's always releasing 2 of every damn thing. You got Apple.
I don't have a problem with it.
2 iPhones. Me, I don't either. Hell, Samsung just recently released, like I said, they got 2 Galaxies. Well, 3
iPhones, everything.
Hell, like I said, everybody releases everything in 2.
Exactly what you said.
And a premium. So,
like I said, Trey, exactly what you're saying. Like with the phone market, you're getting the Samsung S10, S10 Plus, iPhone 11, 11 Pro. It's the pricing now. People are cheap motherfuckers. The casuals are not willing to pay $500-$600 day one. $350 to $400 they will pay day one. Most of them.
Yeah, because parents gonna buy their kids little cheap consoles.
This is why it makes sense. Like having a base model.
Yeah,
$400 or cheaper.
Them at all for having a base model.
Honestly, you know what I think Xbox should do? I think they should keep the fucking the X and just upgrade chip because that's the bottleneck, right? So all they gotta do is throw the Ryzen in there, keep the same GPU, and they call it the Lockhart and rock out. I think that's what they should do.
So what, an upgraded version of the X?
Yeah, and then have that and have probably like 3.
I mean,
they don't even want to sell it.
I say instead of creating a new system, shouldn't they have
Alex? We got Alex in here. Alex
within to be able to, push past its limits a little bit, or no?
Well, I mean, like they're basically PCs, so you don't have to do much scaling. Like it's just like how a computer can run on a dog shit PC and run a 1080 Ti.
Mega Davo said Xbox is trash. I'm sorry, I didn't see your bill, brother. He said Xbox is trash. I'm sorry. And here's the message for the free message in that. I'm sorry.
Alex,
I'm sorry. I'm back out.
Take the lead on this. PS4 base and the Pro. What's your take on it?
Between the base and the Pro?
Yeah.
But they talking about day and date, right? So.
Good idea.
Well, if I had to choose between the 2?
Yeah.
No, or your thoughts on it. Your thoughts on like even existing.
Oh, it's corny. I think it's corny having 2.
So it's the same. Yeah, because like all the PlayStation guys said all that shit about Lockhart, and now y'all doing it. So I'm just making sure everybody keeping the same energy.
If they did some shit like the way they did with the PlayStation 4 Pro, where they came out with a better SKU later on, then hell yeah, I'm with that. But for the beginning,
okay.
Like I said, that's where I gotta disagree with you because I mean, me personally, like I say, you got all these other companies that releases a budget a budget model and a premium model.
So we out here playing Mr. Me Too then?
It ain't Mr. Me Too. All I'm
It
saying
is.
you got to get hit with the times. I mean, it's just
Nah, it ain't
All right,
about
hold on.
getting
Let
hit
me pay
with
these
the
bills right
times.
quick.
We got that.
Let me pay these bills right quick. Shut up.
It's smart. They want to penetrate the market as much as possible.
We know the cheaper model's gonna sell more though.
All right, hold on one second. Let me pay these bills right quick. My man Heath Stevens said, Z, why do you bring up PS4 controller size when you have a Nikon? Here's the thing with offsets. Here's the thing with that Nikon controller, Heath Stevens. There's a lot of input lag. You know what I mean? And
really? That shit's made for pro gamers.
I don't know. Maybe I got to update it.
You probably got to do a software update.
Yeah, right. Out of the box, there is some input lag for me. My man Robert McLeod, Game Pass is a great idea for consumers, not retailers or game sales. LOL. Orion says, stop capping for Stadia. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it. It doesn't work. Hey, listen, Orion. Do me a favor, real nigga to a fuck nigga, right? Do me a favor, go to a public bathroom and sniff the toilet seat. It does work. And my man Robert McLeod said Microsoft is backing up so much. Phil said they are no longer competing with anyone in LOL. And yeah, it sucks. But even like I said, getting back to to the pro. They took not listen traditionally. Well, not true. Well, they did it with the PS3 and the 360. They released two models. One more power. One had a bigger hard drive. You had the 20 gig and the 80 gig. But they talking about a pro, and now also too they're supposed to be releasing a streaming box day and date. You know what I mean? Or supposedly, you know what I mean? So is it too much hardware, Paul? Huh? But listen, I mean, this is going to come. But the Pro and the X has been successful for Microsoft and Sony. They sold well, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a no-brainer that they would do this. They're going to do this again. But my question is, it becomes because also too is it becomes to play with this too much hardware as far as developers, right? And that's my only issue. I'm not really worried about first party because first party is going to support it, right? But you're still going to have the PS4 Slim, you're still going to have the Pro, and you're still going to have quote unquote the standard PS5, right? The Slim and the Pro are not going anywhere probably anytime soon for at least 3 years. Because Ubisoft, 2K, all these guys are still going to make multi-plats. Believe it or not, whether we like it or not, multi-plats or your third party determines or drive the way this generate or the consoles business is going to go. You know what I mean? Because games come out every goddamn Tuesday. It's when they want to stop supporting it, when they come up with new engine and they don't want to not scale shit back and cut corners on their games. That's when they stop supporting the PS3 and that's when they stop supporting the 360. Think about this. Some of the biggest games that came out this generation, whether it was Destiny or that of all those shit was on older PS3 to my 9 and 10-year-old hardware. And it's going to be the same thing going into the next generation. You know what I mean? You're still going to get your 2Ks, you're still going to get your Maddens.
It could last longer, Z. It could be a longer with the cross generation, it could last longer this time.
Oh, because of the same architecture?
I it should last longer. I mean, shit,
because of the Pro and the X.
Because of that damn recession and shit hit. This one, we ain't got much of a damn recession. The damn video game business booming more than ever.
The PS2 was 12 years.
But I mean, like I said, here's the thing: they're both x86, right? I mean, the next generation console is gonna be x86 also, right? Even at the start of the generation, Sony. I'm like this, right? I know it's what's good for business, but how you say gaming is a very selfish hobby. I want, how you say, traditionally speaking, when the PS5 and the Xbox next episode, I want that to be it for older hardware. But that's not going to happen. We've seen that with this generation. We've seen that this generation with the cell processor and what does the Xbox use? Power PC, whatever the hell it used, right? They were still, look, you even got Tomb Raider, Forza Horizon 2, Titanfall. You got all those goddamn games on the 360. One of those goddamn games exclusively for the Xbox, right? One. You know what I mean? You got all those games, again, on much older hardware. So, going into the next generation, theoretically speaking, you're going to have, like I said, the Slim, the Pro, the PS5, and now we're talking maybe the PS5 Pro. Like, god damn. That's a lot of goddamn hardware.
Yeah.
I think they should do one piece of hardware that's real powerful and leave it at that.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be harder for Sony because they have such a big install base. They gonna have a hard time leaving them 100 million people behind just like that.
I don't. Well, I do have.
Or they don't have to because everything is back.
What they don't need to do is go to Xbox route and be like, no console left behind. As soon as they get these goddamn consoles out,
I think even with
money talks. Money talks.
I understand. Money talks.
Stop docs. What's up, baby? Stop 6 stop.
If anything, if they smart,
because at the end of the day,
your window, and then after that, they gotta move on.
What's the next generation PS5 game like? Say Ghost of Tsushima. That's going to sell way more on the PS4 than on PS5. So they're not going to leave that money behind.
Well, they also going it come to an incentive where you have to get people to want to come over, right?
You know, I mean, you can showcase it, but you're not going to start making the content.
But here's the thing: even with showcasing things, right?
Exclusive just to the damn.
That's the only way. That's what I'm just gonna say, Trey.
That's how you go. That's how you gonna get them to cross over.
But there's no incentive for Sony to like do that because you don't make more money on a new console. They're still losing money every console sold.
And that's what happened because you're thinking on the damn Xbox side.
Sony right now.
I'm not talking about Xbox side. I'm talking about in general.
Getting held back now.
I hope.
If anything, you got to make the shit exclusive. That's how you're gonna sell your damn console. Make the shit exclusive.
But they don't care. They don't care about selling it on the PS5 or the PS4. They make the same money.
Look this right here.
It's exclusive, and the people are gonna go over.
Hey, listen. Here, look at it like this way, right? And I understand what you're saying and what you're saying, right? But theoretically, say that Sony has 100 million consoles out there, right? Even said showcase. Right now, with Sony and with Microsoft, and then the number one selling console is the S and the Slim. You know what I mean? They can showcase it off here. Look, goddamn Parker just got a PlayStation, right? Parker didn't get a Pro, Parker got a Slim. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Like, you know what I mean? To some people, it's
Parker
not.
Got an X?
No, he sold it to get a Slim. Like, Parker crazy as hell.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
I don't even think Parker had an X.
About that Xbox brand.
Hey, yo, bro, I don't even think Parker had an X, though. Parker be doing a lot of capping.
PS4 instead of a damn Pro.
Yeah, Parker just got a Pro. Parker, hey, bro, I don't listen. Damn. As I was saying, though, right? So, that's the number one selling console. Like I said, you know, to some people, it's not that big of a deal, nor do they care. You know what I mean? Now, believe it or not, right? What I will say this, and maybe I might be backtracking on this, right? I would tell you guys I would take graphics over frames per second, right? Me playing Gears of War, the campaign, at 60 frames a second.
That dog shit.
I want every single player game going forward, especially next generation, especially if Microsoft. Yeah, especially if Microsoft saying that with the Scarlet, whatever, is going to give you 4 times the memory bandwidth and CPU performance of what they have now. So there should be no excuse why single player games, everything should be 60 goddamn frames a second.
Because Gears was like one of the first games that you didn't have to compromise on resolution or fucking frames.
It did compromise on it, but
frames per second, right?
What you say, Banghouse?
Y'all keep talking about 60 frames per second, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, that's all well and good. But what about people with no peripheral vision like myself? They can't. We can't.
Frames don't have to do with peripheral vision, though.
No, I'm saying we can't.
It's smoother. It's smoother.
What I'm saying,
what people don't remember is all old games used to be always 60. This 30 shit came like recently.
Yeah.
We talking about
on 360.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, right? If I turn on a fighting game, right?
Yeah, it's 60.
I can't tell the difference between 60 and then 30.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you. You can. The reason why I used to say the same shit.
No, me myself.
No, I'm gonna tell you that you can. The reason why I used to say that. Hear me out, Bankhouse. I understand what you're saying, right? I've always said too. I can't tell between 30 frames and 60 frames. Is when I played the game like Destiny, and I felt how slow it moved compared, or not as smooth as a Battlefield or or Duty. I'm like, God, why does shit feel so slow? Or whatever the case may be. Now I understand that you have cerebral palsy, right? But it's not even so much what you're looking at. It's the smoothness. It's like, look,
it's more like a feel.
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. When I was trying to explain the King's Blood them last week, when we were talking about Gears, I was saying, yo, like this before I even know that the campaign was 60 frames. Like, yo, this shit is just smooth. Like, I ain't talking about fast. Like, it shit is just smooth. Like, you know what I mean? And I didn't know the specs of what Gears was or whatever the case may be. It's just a smoother
experience.
Yeah, by far.
And another thing, as far as Microsoft with that disability controller, most of us don't even need that. I think it's a good thing they did that, but it seems like it's a marketing tactic more than.
Of course it is. Come on, bro.
Well, no, because everybody that uses it praise it. Everybody that uses it, because you have cerebral palsy, but there's some people that they can't control their hands.
I'm speaking experience. I use a regular controller.
I know a lot of. Yeah, good.
I mean, you don't need it unless you need it. Put it that way.
I've seen that controller, like, first I've seen someone use that controller in front of me, and it does wonders for people who struggle, with
I understand people who do need it, but I have
I've seen it
moderate.
I
don't even have to use that.
Yo, Z, what's good? You good, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Oh shit! Your face reactions.
Oh no! Look, no, but my daughter's in it crying about something.
I'm just
screenshot.
I'm just trying to get y'all a perspective of somebody.
Yeah, I really
memes
coming from, but it's progression. This is what it is for gaming. It's progression, and next generation, we want to see games like Uncharted, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima in 60 frames. Let me give you an example. Most of you guys have seen the.
Gotta be in 60 frames come next year.
No, let me talk, brother. Chill out, relax, Mr. Neutral. Listen, we all seen the Avengers game. We seen that. Look how slow does that game look in 30 frames. That game needs to be in 60 frames.
It can't.
After playing games like Gears, which is a benchmark, especially for the X and that and old gaming. Every game moving forward, especially with single player stories, 60 frames, they should hit that target now.
Yeah, for sure. What would you rather take, 1080p 120 frames per second or 4K 60?
No, I want 4K 60. Like with Gears, I was exactly like with Gears 4. That game was 1080p 60-ish. Like obviously it kept scaling up and down, or 4K 30. But with Gears 5, Alex, the visual still looks good. They're using dynamic checkerboard and all that bullshit, and average frame and reconstructed, whatever you want to call it, an average frame of 59 frames. So the game looks good and plays beautiful. So I don't mind something like that. I don't mind if a game was 1080p 60. Give me the option for 4K 30 then.
But then the other part that people don't realize is it's not just about 4K 60, about the actual game speed. Like they said, Spider-Man can only travel so fast because of the speed of the hardware. So imagine being able to travel faster and staying at 60.
That's what I was saying to Parker fucking a couple of weeks ago. Z, do you remember? We were talking about the hard drive, the CPU, combine all that.
That's why Destiny's slow.
It becomes a monster.
Hey,
like
that didn't make no fucking sense from the damn get-go.
Hey man, y'all make him he was arguing with Parker. You know what it is. My man Chad Man 23 said, "Yo, Bang House, what's your KD in Call of Duty?"
Hey, they asking for them stats.
They asking what's your KD in Call of Duty? You play Call of Duty?
Well, I ain't fucking Call of Duty in like 8 years.
Fuck. Okay.
Hey, my man, the Ash. Hey, listen, sweetheart, at the Ash and Luca.
What's going on, baby Luca?
The very pretty Luca. Listen, Sean got a thing for you, Luca. He said, just coming through to drop some support. You always have interesting characters on your show, Z. Listen here. It takes a real fuck nigga to spot out a real another fuck nigga. That's all I'm saying, right? It's a talent of mine. Yeah, you know I graduated from fuck nigga university, top of my class, right? Shout out to the very pretty Ash and Luca. Now, my brother J Dub. Now we were here talking about the niche. Sony.
PS5.
I think I did a show. When did we did a show? But I know I did about Sony releasing a PS5 and a PS5 Pro. Now the new rumors are stating that they will be releasing day and date. Also, too, I want you to mean that they are doing a PlayStation VR 2 and this new streaming device or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But what are your thoughts about that? I know Puerto Rock said he's against it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want them to release too much hardware right up front. Right? They already got a lot of hardware. They got VR. They got the Pro. They got the Slim. They got PS Now is their streaming service and stuff like that. I want them to just up what they currently have. So from the PS4, bump it up to the PS5. From the VR, release the VR2 of the next generation. Don't get too logged into all of this additional multiple SKUs of different things and stuff because it confuses the customer, and then people are just going to kind of back up and not take any of it.
Hold on. Before we go any further, let me just go ahead and retract a little bit of that. When they release these 2, I expect this to just be the only 2 that they release. That's why you got the premium versions. It's like I doubt they're gonna go to Sega route and then all of a sudden they release Sega Genesis. Then they release
now, Jay.
CD,
the people listen when I spend money. Listen, when I spend money on PS5, I'm expecting the premium. I don't expect nothing less. So don't.
Now, Jay, are you saying this because you actually believe it, or you trying to save face? You hate it on Lockhart?
No, listen, right? Lockhart, all that shit was a rumor. Y'all motherfuckers ran with rumors as usual, right? It was, y'all running with rumors. At the end of the day, I think you think about it, right?
No
Sony's
gonna
come. Sony's gonna come. Listen, Sony's gonna come, right? Sony's gonna come. They realize.
How can you cancel a rumor, nigga?
Easy. You just had, hey, I don't think it's a good idea. Let's go and scrap
kept getting delayed, but it didn't have no release date. That's how you cancel a rumor.
Thank you.
Listen, if a company don't verify that they had an idea or this is what they were going to do, then it's just us fucking speculating.
Or Jay, I got a better one for you. If it gets to the point to where they ask about it and these jokers are sitting here like trying to deter the question away, something tells me they wasn't planning on releasing this shit at all. Just saying. If they plan on
well, I don't know who. Listen, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Listen. At the end of the day,
is that? Somebody thinking in the bag of chips,
listen,
bro.
At the end of the
here's the thing. It's not a rumor because everything else that they said was coming out came out. They said there's going to be a streaming box. The streaming box came out. They said Scarlet. Everything that they report on end up coming out.
So you really think this lockout really going to happen, huh?
Lockhart?
No, I think they canceled it. That's what I'm saying. I think it was the real thing.
Listen, for one, Xbox Microsoft didn't release a damn streaming box. They released the Xbox One S. They just took the fucking drive out. So that's not their streaming box. So let's stop it. Let's stop it, right? And then for 2, PlayStation, Sony, they're going to want to come out with, think about it, right from day one, they want to come out with a marketable price to keep that momentum going. So why would they keep they releasing all these fucking different SKUs and shit like that? They don't have to chase something that Microsoft didn't even have the balls to do. So why would they chase that?
Right.
That makes no sense. They win. They win, and all they have to do is give you more powerful versions of what they already do, and keep that software coming. And that's all that matters.
Fuck the damn base. Fuck releasing a cheaper console. Just get that damn premium out there, and then.
But that's what I'm saying. Listen, what makes a console fucking premium? That it makes no sense, right? Okay. You're talking about premium. The PS5 better be premium. The Scarlet better be fucking premium.
How about this?
You don't have to have something even more powerful than that from day one.
So Jay, from an Apple nigga to another Apple, what's the best selling iPhone?
6.
No, I'm talking about the last year. The last year.
The iPhone X.
XR.
No, the R.
I mean, the XR was the best seller.
Not the Max, not the Pro, not nothing.
That was that was the cheaper.
Yeah, so that's the same tactic. And
but listen, it's just like the Xbox One S, right? The Xbox One S is the best selling.
Correct.
Version, right? Actually,
so guess
the OG
what?
Xbox
PlayStation doesn't care. They want as many people on the next platform as possible.
They
so
already
I get it.
got 100 million motherfuckers that's going to transition.
Yeah, but you have to upgrade. You have to
upgrade. Let me finish up. My man Chad man said He said don't buy shit named Anaconda. That shit sounds. Listen here, right? Say that right. How about this, right? Now, how about they do 2 SKUs, right? Where they get to see, they can get you a PS5 at $400, right? And give you a motherfucker with 2 T-flops more powerful for $600.
Z, you gotta let me jump in.
Nah, that's
Yo, they the whole rack of ribs and came back.
You gotta let me jump in here. So much misinformation going on.
What misinformation are we talking here?
Tsunami got us out here looking bad. I gotta catch
Post, what was the best on our phone?
Hold on. I'm not even talking. I can't talk about nothing else.
Hold on.
Look, first of all, Tsunami got us out here a little bit. First of all, Gears is not the first game that runs at 60 with compromise because it has a dynamic resolution to compensate to keep it at 60. So you can't put us out there like that.
I didn't say it was uncompromised, nigga. I did not say it was compromised.
You said
fight, niggas, fight.
Game that run at 60 frames per second without compromise. It does compromise because of the dynamic resolution. You did say that. Okay, hold on.
I did not say compromise.
The second thing is you just can't take the Scorpio and go from a Jaguar chip to the Ryzen chip. Two different chips, two different structure set, two different pipelines.
I said make it, nigga. I didn't say just throw it in there. Develop a system that uses the same GPU with the newer Ryzen chip. That's all I said. I didn't say just slap it in there.
Because developers will have to go back and recode games for the new CPU.
How is using the same CPU as the fucking Scarlet?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Jaguar and the Ryzen are a totally different architecture.
You didn't hear it. Could you listen to what I'm saying, nigga?
No, I
said
you.
If they're coming out with a Scarlet, what chip they gonna be using?
Look, you said on the Xbox One X.
I was saying for next generation.
Right.
I said for next generation, what they should do is keep the same GPU, upgrade the CPU to the Ryzen, and basically scale. Yeah.
For the X, right? It's not that simple, brother. It's
I said make it.
Hey, and that GPU
but they're making a Ryzen for Scarlet.
Look,
but they're making chipsets for Ryzen, right?
Different architectures, brother.
But they're making it for Scarlet. So if they're making it for Scarlet, how is it hard to just give a smaller, lesser GPU?
Because we're talking about the Xbox One X here. You're saying keep the GPU in the X.
They can call it whatever they want. They can call it fucking whatever they want. I'm just saying, if they want a cheaper version, all you have to do is just upgrade the chip.
No. It's not that simple.
No.
It's not as simple as upgrading.
How's it?
Because you have
not simple. They're fucking shit. They have R&D for it.
Them to take the Jaguar out of the X and put a Ryzen in there and keep the same GPU. Two different architects. Game developers will have to go back and all the games that they made for X and recode.
So what are they doing for the PlayStation regular, the PS5 and the PS5 Pro? That's gonna be the same shit.
No, that's a lot of work.
The PS5 and the PS5 Pro is gonna be the same shit.
No, it's not, brother. It's not.
No.
I'm not. And
it's another the PS5 and the PS5 Pro.
I got a question for Jay. Yeah, like somebody said, there's a lot of compatibility.
You motherfuckers are crazy.
No, because I was about to get us. Said PS5 Pro, base model PS, and a streaming box.
Who your ass said, like? Jay? Get your ass back on the mic, Jay. Don't come running up in there. He came out of here. Get your ass on here, Jay.
Hold up, though.
You say PS5 Pro, base model PS5,
sound like Phil.
and a streaming box. Who that sound like? What company that sound like, Z?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me pay the bills right
Sega?
We pay the bill.
Who said it was good to have a streaming box?
No, Jay.
Who said that?
Question. Who does that sound? If Sony finna bring out a Pro, a base model PS5, and a streaming box, who that sound like?
Wait, who the fuck did even say anything about a streaming box?
Who said Sony coming out with a streaming box?
I heard she said streaming box.
No, we were talking about Xbox.
I just heard him say streaming box.
No, I said no. I did. It's from the patent. The patent they got leaked. Sony's releasing a streaming box.
Yeah,
so it's a patent that got leaked.
Sony is not going to release a damn hardware streaming when all of their consoles can do the streaming. When their software, PS Now, can do the streaming.
Well,
that makes no sense.
Not the same thing.
They have a patent about streaming, exactly. So he was talking about it. So I'm saying who that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That sounds like the Pro and the base model PS5. Y'all clown Microsoft for that, and you ain't got the same energy with Sony.
Who's caping for that though, folks? That's what I'm saying. You trying to you acting like people out here saying they want that. That makes no sense. You can't get a W.
When everything comes from Sony, you won't pause, my nigga. Fuck is you talking? What are we doing here?
Listen, I just want.
That's what we're doing here.
Listen, I just want one hardware. I want a PS5, and that's it. Y'all can have all the other shit. I don't care about
personally,
none of that shit.
I don't have an issue with it.
And let me do my thing.
I don't have an issue with it. The reason I don't have it, as long as I will play this. If I know that more power, I would be more pissed off. I bought a PS5. Not my mind. Depends how my money looking, right? But if they come out with a PS5, say in 2020, then release a Pro in 2022, I'd rather get this year and get the shit out the way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No. See, we gonna.
Me personally, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like,
when they was about their two boxes. Come on now, Z.
What let me ask you this: What will a PS5 Pro do that a PS5 Slim won't do? Next generation,
more teraflops.
You can have all the teraflops you want. If right now everybody got a fucking 4K TV. What more can you get with 50 T-flops than you can out of 10 T-flops? It makes no sense.
Maybe that one. They're not finna
throw T-flops at y'all just because y'all
AI, ray tracing.
We talk about two systems. If we talk about two systems, we can look at it from an iPhone standpoint. They use the same chip in each one.
No, they don't, nigga. They don't.
Yes, they do. Yes,
they're
they
in the A13 now. The last year was A11.
Let me pay these bills right quick. Hold on one second.
Both iPhones this year use the A13. Just like last year, the same chips of whatever you said, A11, A12.
They have more RAM. They have
more
RAM.
One at a time.
Hold on.
Let Z play the bills.
Let me get to these insults right quick. My brother McNeil J. Chris, he said, Z, you was right about those UFOs. Wait till they tell you fucking the world is really flat. Better hop on it now. But hold on, McNeil J. Chris. She said tsunami need to blow this fuck nigga. We said tsunami need to blow this fuck nigga. Well, he's lost as hell. Talking about tsunami. And my man Chad, posed, where was you to tell Phil you need a break off his knees? Jesus Christ. But anyway.
Nothing about Phil, brother.
Listen.
They got a Phil fetish in the chat, brother.
Listen. For the record.
Phil fetish in the chat.
Listen.
Damn.
Hey, yo, listen. For the record.
They can't keep Phil out their mouth.
Hey, listen, for the record, right? Listen, for the record.
Just like you can't keep Sony out your mouth.
Literally.
Hey, listen, for the record, right? For the record, right? So, Jay is the Kratos is the god of gaming, Kratos, right? You're against having a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Right now, like I want one like 3-4 years down the line, bro.
Not that long.
Hell, no, I'm against it.
3-4 years down the line. Hell, what? Were we damn near at the next damn generation?
Wait, Trey, you sounding retarded right now because it took 4 years for us to get a Pro.
I'm saying it took 4 years. Yes, it took 4 years for us to get a Pro. But now we have the ability to get it at the beginning of the generation.
You know they're gonna make a second generation Pro.
You listen, you talking about that's fool's gold. Ain't nobody finna release the goddamn system. That sound dumb as fuck. That shit didn't work for the PS3. It damn sure ain't gonna work for the PS5. That's dumb.
All right.
That's stupid, Trey.
Hey,
something in the middle, Trey.
Say what you want. Say what you want. Shut the fuck up,
Listen, that's what they gonna sell you a $400 console and then a $600-$700. That's dumb. Come on now, motherfuckers already got PCs.
That's the beauty of it. You have a choice. If you don't want to spend that $600 to $700, you can go ahead and take your ass down there and go down to Cheatville.
You got a choice, right? Hey, Trey, you got a choice
acting like
right
Sony
now.
in the business. They're doing the business.
Sony is the business.
Listen, that rumor is dumb as fuck. It ain't gonna happen, and it's a bunch of nonsense. It was nonsense when Microsoft brought it up, and it's nonsense now.
All right, if they fuck around and do it, just know I have this nice piping hot hell.
What is the Pro gonna do that the Slim is not doing? Tell me that. What is the Pro gonna do that the Slim is not gonna do?
The Pro's gonna be white.
Let's see here. Have things at possibly 60 frames locked. I'm just saying.
Listen.
Ray tracing.
The consoles are gonna even the base model consoles. Next generation is gonna target 4K 60.
Gonna be a little, more power. Should be more powerful than the base. Just saying.
But what is it?
You have a PC, nigga. How do you not understand that?
What are you?
That's all they want. That's all they're gonna do. That's all it's gonna do is power. I guarantee you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Just make things go a little bit more vroom. Okay. Just make things go a little bit more fast.
The same shit as the PS4 and the PS Pro now.
But that makes no fucking sense. You're not telling
that's why it makes sense.
Next generation consoles are going to target 4K 60, right? They already said it, 4K 60 and checkerboard 8K. If that's what they're gonna get,
man, y'all getting checkerboard again. Cut it out, bro. You ain't gonna do 4K60. Cut it out, bro. Listen, man.
Right at the right time.
Listen, man. Y'all getting them dog shit 1080s in there, man. Y'all ain't doing nothing, bro. Y'all ain't doing nothing.
Crying over fucking car.
I'm not saying
hey, yo.
80s in the motherfucker.
Hey, Sean, shut your $5 ass up before I make change, man. Y'all ain't getting shit, man. You hear me? Listen, man. Listen, this is.
I'll slap the black of your face, King. Fuck the fuck up, man.
Oh man, listen, man, you're real disrespectful, my brother. God damn, I ain't said nothing. Look, man, this is bigger than King's Blood Gaming, you hear me? It was J-Dub, you hear me? Yeah, me. Kashi 69 checking in. And it was Alex. I see Alex on the scooter. Shit. Straight like that.
Hey, yo. Oh, damn. I hope you got witness protection, bro. I hope you got witness protection. Oh,
yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yo, nah, they targeting 4K 60 though, but I don't think they're gonna hit it all the time though. He right.
I mean, some things it's gonna dip a little bit.
King, what's your take on this PS5 base and PS5 Pro?
I don't believe it.
Don't you ask that PC gamer that.
Thank you. Hey, King's Blood got some goddamn comments.
Jay,
ain't nobody that
calm down because hell, you been liking Common Sense ever since your ass been championing that piss simulator.
That sound like some Xbox shit.
Hey,
I hate to break it to you. That sounds like some Xbox shit, bro. Like,
you're supposed to be on my side.
Hey, hold up. Top Dog said both consoles need to be 60 frames for multiplayer game. Single player. I mean, not for nothing.
It need to be more than 60 for multiplayer. Y'all should be working on 90. Lord.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My man AP the Shooter said Tsunami and Pulse are the heads of the blacks for Xbox movement, like the black chicks for Trump. Microsoft selling y'all soap on a rope. Y'all think it's blue magic. Fuck niggas. Listen, right, at the end of the day, right, well, I guess we can probably close the show with this. We recently just had that dog shit Call of Duty beta, right? Playing, with crossplay, and which I was champion.
What you talking about? That damn beta is godly. I wish they had it until the damn release.
Yo, why are they gonna fucking put PC in it with mouse and keyboard though? What the fuck is that?
What you mad for?
What you talking about? I was bodying PC. I was bodying them PC.
I ain't talking about when they put the mouse and keyboard in.
Trey, cut it out. Trey, you ain't good at no game, bro. Don't do that.
Hey, bro.
Come see me on the sticks then, King.
Hey, bro, I was getting sniped from across the board with handguns, bro. Like, what the fuck going on?
Man, stop lying. You trash.
Come on now.
Like, bro, ain't even that big. Mouse and keyboard?
Bro, you are trash in all games.
Why you complaining about mouse and keyboard?
Hey Trey, hold up, man. Shut your country ass up. Listen, next gen, you are trash in all games, bro. It don't matter what game you playing, you getting sniped from across the board. You fucking trash. You move slow and you're not good.
Who's that insult?
Listen, it's bigger than next gen 720.
No. As I was saying, right? If they want to do crossplay, I don't have a problem with that, right? Xbox, PlayStation, whatever the fuck. If you gonna put the fucking people, why they can't be on the control? Who the fuck wants to get a different?
Listen,
that's stupid. That's.
Let me tell y'all something though. You know what? Let me tell y'all something though. Y'all be getting that aim assist is strong as fuck. You got the fucking.
It ain't beating no fucking.
It is. You don't understand.
Movement. You got four different aim assists in that fucking game. So hell.
Nah, but movement is so fucking snappy on PC.
You can fucking spin around. Literally take your mouse and sweep them up.
That's if you turn your DPI fast. Mine ain't up that fast.
Bro, I see all that shit last night.
Hell, you can
that's not what they said. They said a fucking controllers versus controllers, right? Controller versus
you trash in Call of Duty.
Man, fuck all that.
Shit off
controller versus control. I want to play with PlayStation guys. I want to play. That's cool. I don't mind PC if you got fucking a controller. But when you fuck with PC, you got fuckers cheating. They got fucking access.
Oh my god!
I got
Z, you sounding like crap right now.
Battle.net,
bro. That shit is trash.
Y'all pussy, man.
First person.
Listen, the graphics
y'all pussy, dog. I be on Titanfall on PC with a controller beasting because I'm good. You ain't never been good at Call of Duty.
Ain't nobody playing fucking Titanfall, motherfucker. I imagine you
name one time you was good at Call of Duty. Name one time you was good at Call of Duty.
Hey, yo, you hear this weird motherfucker? I'll come in. Who the fuck is playing Titanfall? This came like 15 years ago.
You ain't never.
I come in and win CS:GO. Nobody gives a fuck about you coming in and win CS:GO. Nobody playing that shit.
You gotta get your reflexes in order. It's just gonna take some time.
This motherfucker wonder why he ain't good. He got the TV on movie mode.
This motherfucker just said he's good at.
Swear to God, you got.
I am, and I'm good. And I'm good.
By yourself. By yourself.
I'm good.
By yourself.
I'm good.
Listen,
I'm good.
Grab that controller, that same engine.
What?
Grab that controller, the same engine.
Run you on a controller.
I said grab that controller and have that same energy.
Same energy. That's what he said.
I'm good with the controller, nigga. Are you dumb?
Listen.
Did you not hear me?
Grab that controller, boot in Battlefield, and have that same energy. That's all.
Man, I ain't got Battlefield on fucking
man, well, I listen,
console,
you got Game Pass.
nigga.
You got Game Pass.
What?
You got Game Pass?
I got Game Pass. Come on, nigga. I don't got welfare for games. Cut it out, bro.
I'll shoot you $5. Download it.
I ain't got welfare for games, bro.
I understand. I'll shoot you $5. Download it.
You ain't good in Battlefield, bro. You have one good game out of like 10 games, bro.
I don't care
you trash in all games.
How much weed you smoking and how you get. I don't give a fuck none of that shit. Hey, bro.
Man offered to give Z $100 to get 20 kills.
Hey, yo.
So you want PC out of it?
Hey, hold up, my man. No, I just want mouse and keyboard out of it. I want mouse and keyboard out of it, yes. McNeil J. Christian, this fucking nigga Kings said, I'm a beast in Madden 10. Laughing my ass off.
I'm trash in Madden. They'll beat the shit out of me in Madden. Y'all got that all day.
But no, I want an even playing field. That's all.
You got an even playing field. You rarely even lock up with PC players. To be honest, I only ran into them one time.
Trey, you in fucking Guam. You want some more? Your service in Spanish. Remember what the fuck you talking about? You in Guam with a motherfucker. Your ping is 400. So they was at a disadvantage fucking with you.
125. Yeah. 125 on a good day. About? Anyway, I'm just saying it is not that damn bad. Y'all, some of these controller folk taking this whole thing out of proportion with this.
Yeah, but Trey, you drink with your pinky out, man. You a fuck boy anyway, dog.
Yo, motherfucker! Like I said again, come see me on here, man. All your punk ass doing is talking, motherfucker. Come see me on these damn sticks. Like you bullshitting.
My man, Benito just say, Call of Duty better than Gears.
And you had to go through the initiation to get on GRG, fuck me.
Oh shit.
Hey, one thing I damn sure ain't gonna do is
strudel training
me. Strudel my ass. Ain't nobody strudeling shit. You better get the hell on with that. GRG. Hell nah, not with them motherfuckers.
Hey man, nah, but for real, I'm just playing, bro. Yo, I'm just playing.
Von Lamont said me and Noah's getting kills on PC. Noah plays on PC. Von, get your drunk ass up, okay?
Noah trash on PC. Straight like that.
Trash. Cozy Trey, what's your Activision name so we can play COD? Von Lamont wants your Activision name. He's trying to play some.
He wants your social security number.
Yeah, he wanted your Activision joint. Is that fucking beta still live?
What?
Fuck that beta.
Yeah, it's still live.
That shit is trash.
I was playing it.
Yeah, what's up with those graphics though? That shit look cheesy as hell compared to Battlefield.
Man, Z, you dog shit.
Hey, listen, fuck all that. Hey, yo, Parker. Hey, Parker. I got King Blood in here right now. He's sitting here and he trying to pull up, bro. What's up?
Oh shit.
Man, here he go. Come on, Parker. Go ahead, bro. I ain't said shit about you. I just got on here. Go ahead. Parker, ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
Z dog shit.
Parker said he hopped on the game, put on that sleight of hand perk, and loaded his pipe faster than he ever did before. Fuck me.
He said that damn thing was loaded. He said armed and dangerous. Ain't you need to pay with us? They don't breed no angel dust to sleep with us. Notorious.
Parker the pipe pumper.
All the hyper reload attacks.
Hey, man, that motherfucker was active, huh? That motherfucker's crazy, bro. Ain't got no respect for police.
You a fraud, nigga.
That I am.
What? You in the hallway, nigga?
Yeah, he is in the shelter.
Yo, he said, mom's cooked me out.
He said, hold up, nigga, you in the hallway? Your
reverb is excellent.
Yeah.
Parker living in the projects too. Yeah. He better watch out.
For real.
He's like my mom sleep. I had to go in the hallway.
He said,
I just took the carpet off. That's all that is.
You took the carpet off?
What?
You ain't no furniture in your house? Son, how old is the motherfucker that motherfucker? Shallow how?
What the fuck
in jail, nigga?
Took the carpet out.
Yo, let's try that crossplay though.
We can make it happen.
I'm down, bro. Shit, what's up?
You said armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us.
So we can see who's really nice. Them Xbox.
I heard Trey dog shit at Gary. That's the word on the street.
Hey, y'all.
Nah. Armed and dangerous.
Yo, what's up? Your Xbox froze over there, bro?
I don't think this beta working.
No. Yo, Xbox.
Nah, motherfucker, that beta's working just fine.
For some reason,
Parker live in a public bathroom.
Oh shit!
That beta.
God
damn.
You gotta be ringed into the bathroom.
Yo, but they say the Xbox is the best box. That shit can't even boot up a beta. Come on,
That's a dog shit game, Alex.
I'm out of
Come
here,
on,
man.
get the fuck out of here.
Blame the
I
developers.
love you, bro.
I'm out of here, man. That shit crazy, bro.
That shit ain't working. Let me see.
Nah, your shit ain't working.
It might not be.
Connecting the Xbox.
Yo, you gonna be sick. You gonna be sick as hell when you gotta send that Xbox back in.
No, the fucking ass.
Damn.
Yeah, because all we gonna have is that goddamn PS4.
Let me see.
Hey, I'm telling you, Z, bro, go get that damn Astro controller, man.
I ain't spending no more money next generation. Ain't
Oh yeah.
It don't even matter. He don't got no skills to play Call of Duty though.
Yeah, the Astro controller.
But Parker, what type of skills do you got?
Hey Parker, you playing on the Slim in 2019, bro? What the fuck are you talking about, Parker?
Hey, yeah, I heard about your stupid ass.
He ain't buy a phone.
So you gonna trade in a fucking X for a goddamn base PS4?
You a smart man.
I can tell you
smart man.
right
Don't
now.
listen.
You about as dumb as a ham
Man,
sandwich,
listen, bro.
motherfucker.
Listen. Number one, he never had an X. All right.
Oh shit.
That's number
Starting to
one.
doubt it.
Oh, my fault.
That man be lying. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So he traded in just a.
He did good by getting the base PS4. I'm proud of you, Parker.
You got a 2013 joint?
Oh no.
Man, that be about to go out there. Fuck, I don't think my shit ain't working.
Shit about you.
So what the fuck did you have before, nigga?
I don't know what Parker got going on.
Who
But
sent
Parker
you?
run challenging motherfuckers in games. He ain't even got an
I'm
Xbox.
back now, bitches.
Oh shit.
I don't know. My shit ain't
You
even
know what
booting
though?
up.
I'm about to run it. I'm about to.
Yeah, my booted up. Shit.
That shit
I'm
ain't booting up.
about to get on this shit right now. This shit ain't booting. You probably have to re-download that sucker.
Uninstall it and reinstall.
Is there an update?
Yeah, you gotta reinstall that.
Is Cord app on Xbox or no?
No, let me see.
What? I'm gonna see right now. Shit's cross-plays right now.
Parker said, "Fuck heartbreak." You ever bought a bad bag of dope?
Oh shit! What's your last file?
Hey, who was that crackhead old Dave Chappelle that he played?
Ashley Ladd.
Jerome Biggums.
Jerome Biggums.
Oh yeah.
He hit him straight up right.
No, I'm thinking this Call of Duty, man. This shit dope, man.
I like it a lot, bro. I like it a lot.
It got a different pitch to it, you know what I mean?
Man,
Like,
graphics is dog shit.
Really, like I said again, when I first started, man, I was just going.
Nothing of the graphic is shit.
I was going too damn hyper with it.
this nigga think about the graphics. I'm talking about gameplay. Shit, this nigga backwards, bro.
It's a beta, innit?
graphic
Let the
horror,
beta
bro.
done,
I'm telling
let me
you.
see the graphics.
Yeah, he got a console in front of him.
He don't give him
What you think he gonna get? What you think he gonna
He
get?
ain't better than Battlefield. Come on.
Call of Duty ain't better than Battlefield.
Shoot, until Battlefield go modern.
It ain't. I'm with Z on that.
Battlefield don't even got scopes. What are you talking about?
They got scopes.
This nigga bugging.
Hold on, Alex.
They got iron.
Z, you know you're a fuck boy.
Come on,
You know you're a fuck boy. I always
need
must see
Bad
you
Company
lose.
or a modern Battlefield to come out. If they could just come out with a modern Battlefield, I'm there.
Fuck that.
I'm tired of this World War II
shit.
shit.
Trash.
Nah, bro, Battlefield's dope, bro.
Battlefield
Hey,
life.
dog point, B.
Battlefield's life, bro.
I could play Battlefield for hours
He got
too.
on his dashboard right there. That's why he ain't leaving Xbox. He just like to see that library.
It's stupid.
That shit like GameStop. Bunch of dog shit. Shit about to close up.
Yeah.
Ain't got an update yet, G?
Nah, my shit ain't got no update.
Oh, I got the new shit.
What you talking about for the Xbox?
Yo, let me get on it. Let me get on this
the
beta.
new UI.
Man.
Yeah.
Let me
How
check.
I invite y'all? How can I invite y'all?
Bro,
You gotta be in
it's long to update the UI, man. That shit was.
Hey yo,
Tell me the console.
yo, motherfuckers in the chat crazy.
What happened?
What they saying?
What they saying?
They said Parker go into the back cave and put it on his crackhead outfit and get high. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got a meme for that. I got a meme for that.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
They said he hit the button and dirty pants come up. Dirty pants, a dirty shirt, and a smoker hat.
What's your Activision thing? How they do?
Hey yo.
I'm gonna put it in the chat on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
That shit right now. Trigger rock out.
Yo.
And you gotta activate. You gotta activate the crossplay. You gotta enable it.
Yeah, I already got it enabled. I was just saying like, okay.
You gotta opt in.
I'm gonna throw it in the.
You gotta add. Okay, so that's how you add.
Steve,
You
I got a picture of Parker. Check your DMs.
No shit.
Suspect right there.
Yo, Park,
You got an
why you
alias.
being disrespectful? You're gonna have to hurt one of these motherfuckers.
Man, I want to fight Parker.
Oh shit.
Man,
Captain Crack.
Yo, I just put in the multiplayer podcast. I just put it in, man. Shit can add me. We can rock go.
Alright, let's see something real quick.
You should still crash it?
Hell, because I'm gonna have to
crazy.
shit. I got a question. Hey, so I got a quick question. How can I transfer like all the game sign and shit like that?
man,
to,
listen, bro.
To be able to talk on this
right
damn
here.
mic.
My Thursday Captain Crack isn't real. Captain Crack.
The back cave. He went to the back cave.
Yeah.
Captain Crack.
Hey, yo. And he got a whole crackhead outfit slide up. Yo. He be ready.
Hey,
Yo, Z, you might have to send that box back, B.
Yeah.
Hey, connect. Hey,
Hey, Z. Nigga whole smoker outfit slide up out the ground, yo.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Hey,
Ain't
yo.
that about a bitch?
Hey, yo.
We going over
my
the
damn
Hey, complete with the dirty sneaks with the soldiers on the bottom of them. Hey, yo.
With a cheeseburger.
Nigga got crack balls stuck to the bottom of his boots.
Yeah, you gonna be able to Parker choke your ass out, bro.
Nigga them butt nakeds on too. Nasty nigga.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, come on over to Twitch.
Throw that box away, bro.
He throw balloon piss bottles.
Away, bro.
Come on over to Twitch. Same conversation, man. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.